what can I help you with? She's like, actually, I'm with the FBI.
Yeah, you might have been.
It's like, yeah, we're with the FBI. Here's my wallet and identification.
I'm gonna be real. The majority of the airsoft content I watch is from the UK.
There you go.
Look, we're just skipping BBs across the pond.
That was a good joke.
That was
a clean joke.
That was actually so lame.
You still have those miles from your airline flights that you canceled?
Maybe.
Shit.
We go to DV8 this weekend, podcast on the middle of their field as the closing of DV8.
Yo, that would be fucking epic,
It would
man.
be one hell of a publicity stunt.
Ugh. God.
Zulu goes to DV8.
We are live on the ground.
There's like a wrecking ball behind us. I've got a new scar on my face from getting shot with an LMG. You know what else is new? Zulu 24 Podcast Home. Guys, if you're watching this over on the Zulu 24 Airsoft Park channel, just know that the Zulu 24 Podcast has its own YouTube channel. So head on over there and like and subscribe over there.
I'm trying to draw you. This is where I'm at.
Oh my God. The meds, they're kicking in.
New t-shirt.
I'm gonna throughout this episode, I'm gonna slowly try to draw Jordan.
Anthony,
That's fine.
I'm going to sound like Dave.
We'll reveal it at the end.
I'm going to sound like Dave.
Yeah.
It's already 3 o'clock.
Yeah,
Shut the fuck up.
No, we can talk. Well, this is how I'm gonna not interrupt you guys. Whenever I'm like, all right, not my time to talk, and let Jordan not get steamrolled, I'll just draw you.
That happens every episode. You're going to do it again. I already know it. I
It's
feel
gonna be a
it.
stick figure getting crushed by a steamroller.
No, Anthony's just drawing Killdozer and a stick figure under it, and it's just going to say Jordan.
I was in a very boring steps and taps class with Parker. Basically, like, it's a class that's like, this is how you write a check. This is how you balance your bank account. And I look over and Parker's drawing a picture, and it's a picture of...
This is why he has to stop, because now you're getting sucked into it too.
No, just don't get sucked into it.
It's pretty good. Hi, everybody. Welcome to another edition of the Zulu 24 Podcast. As always, I'm joined by Anthony from Bob Ross Studios, Jordan from Zulu Outdoor. Rich is taking a break.
Hey, man.
No. What do they say when it's on the news? Rich is out with a cold. Rich is taking some time off. I don't know.
Rich is on vacation.
Rich works a wild schedule.
Let's just say Rich is taking out the twash. He's the twash man.
He's literally the trash man.
Last episode, I was just like, 2 more topics really quick, and I just like kind of bolted through it. And
You never.
Yeah, we were pushing like 2 hours on that one. Yeah.
yeah, I feel like we wanted to talk about thermals and airsoft. I know you are like, thermals are game breaking.
I do, but I think it's a longer discussion. We can save that more towards like the meat and potatoes.
Yeah.
Or we could save it for when Rich is here, to be honest with you, because Rich owns 3 thermals.
That's okay. I own like the difference between owning 1 and 3 is 0.
No, I'm saying that he's got more of a dog in the fight. He's going to be pro thermal.
I
all the
have
way.
thermals.
Yeah, but I know your
I have
opinion.
thermals. So
That's what I'm saying.
let Rich scream at his TV.
Yeah, and then text us saying that he was screaming at his phone while he was listening to the podcast because
That's
he wanted
okay.
to be here.
That's all right.
If you have 1 thermal, are you a thermal user?
I see.
The joke you're trying to make.
Yeah.
Based on our
It's not
previous
gonna land.
conversation, yeah,
It's not going to land.
it's a reach.
Anthony, I need you to stop so you can actually be a part of the podcast.
I'm part of the podcast.
Yeah.
He's one of these people that thinks you can actually multitask when it's proven that the human brain cannot.
So actually, every study that's been done comparing men to women shows that women are actually a lot better at multitasking.
You cannot truly multitask. You can simply organize things in your life in a way which perceivably you get more done. Your brain can only focus on one thing at one time.
That's true for us. We compartmentalize things. We're like, this is in that box. I am in this room. You know?
That box has a lock on it. We don't unlock that box. Anyway, so I guess a little update from our friends down south
Yeah.
in old Gatorland. Sad news. Not only has one airsoft field closed down, but so has another one. Iconic, legendary
Hold on, you got something wrong there.
Oh, what's that?
Black Tiger Airsoft opened as of August 1st.
They opened back up.
I'm not pointing fingers. I'm just saying it's on their website.
I'm so confused now because this is breaking news to me.
Yeah, hold on. On the Black Tiger Airsoft website page, we are open as of July 25th, 2026 from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m.
What the fuck is that? What is happening?
Yeah. Admission. Let's see. $25 admission. And then it doesn't have their hours or in terms of operations. It just says 9. Yep. Saturday and Sunday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. $25 open play, Black Tiger Airsoft. But DV8 got shut down.
DV8 closed down.
Well, they got shut down.
They got shut down.
There's a difference there. They opted to close due to restrictions that could not be met in time.
Sure.
Because I will pull up their...
Well, that stinks. Wouldn't it be very suspicious if the pictures coming out of Black Tiger all of a sudden looked a lot like DV8?
It'd be real weird.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
It's like the same bucket.
Says on their Instagram page, DV8 is shutting down. DV8's last game will be August 15th. Thank you for the community for 25 years. And then it says, because of an issue with permitting and code enforcement, we don't have the resources to be compliant within a reasonable amount of time. This is not the end. We are currently trying to find a different location for the field. If and when that time comes, we will let the community know. Now, I will discuss a little bit of things that I've had behind closed doors in terms of a conversation, and that was with Evan, Mr. Admin Airsoft. And I asked the question of curiosity, at what point is it not an option to temporarily close the facility, address the complaints / fix them, then reopen without having to entirely move the facility? And he said the owner had looked into that and about every single other option that was on the table. And one of them made sense. He fought tooth and nail to keep the place open for the community, even if it meant not profiting off of it. None of them worked out, unfortunately, due to the permits required in Hillsborough County now.
So the county's moving the goalpost?
Yeah.
Well, that stinks. Well, I guess for the player base down there, if I'm being just completely honest, also we're 1,000 miles removed from the whole situation.
I think it is legitimately 1,000 miles.
It might be, actually. From the outside looking in, it seemed as if, and I don't know this, and we don't know this, that DV8 was the better option given the two.
Could be.
And it's poopy that the better option is the one being, you know.
It is exactly 1,100 miles.
Okay, that's pretty good.
Yeah, you're pretty close.
All right. It's kind of poopy for their player base that perceivedly, and we don't know this again, that the better of the two fields is the one that has to close. And then given the drama between those two fields, like, man, the speculation.
I mean, we're speculating right now because
could go,
yeah,
right? Like, we don't know anything. We don't know. It could be sheer coincidence, right? That maybe Black Tiger remedied whatever was wrong with their facility. Maybe, we don't know, and they were able to.
Can you take his notepad away so he can be a part of the conversation?
I'm listening. I'm ready to chime in soon.
Yeah. You know, we don't know what's happening behind the scenes, right? So but it is fishy, right?
Yeah.
It's fucking fishy, right? Like this one company's like, hey, this is how you report.
Yep.
DV8, here's the fucking website.
And
here's what you should say.
Going off saying that DV8 was the one reporting them, and then DV8 had to come out and be like, hey, man,
Yeah.
wasn't us. We didn't do it. Not our fault. Sorry this is happening to you. But now all of a sudden, DV8 is getting shut down for some goalposts that may or may not be moving. And all of a sudden, the original complainee
He's okay.
And I looked it up just before this conversation came up. The Black Tiger Airsoft Field is now no longer in Hillsborough County.
So they moved it out.
They moved it outside of Hillsborough County. So
that's how they did it. They just moved the field.
But it's one of those, like,
it doesn't look great on paper.
It smells like fish.
Yeah, dude. It's like some palms were greased in Hillsborough County, but obviously that's not the case because they moved outside the county.
If I had to put my opinion on it, it almost sounds like because these two companies got into such a pissing match, it's kind of I was talking to Brian about it on Friday night. It's almost like the bullshit that happened between Lion Claws and MSW over MUTC in 2016.
Yeah.
Because two companies had a pissing match over shit. MUTC pulled the AO and was like, fuck it, we're done doing airsoft.
Sure.
It almost sounds like the same kind of thing where these two airsoft fields went at it publicly and in the form of local government. And now that local government's throwing their hands up going, fuck this, we don't want to deal with any of it. And they're could intentionally or unintentionally be moving the goalpost so far away that it's unrealistic to open an airsoft field there or operate an airsoft field there.
Yeah.
Again, speculation. We really have turned into the Airsoft Drama Reporting Network.
Oh, one day, though.
One day.
That's the aftermath of that little peepee energy I've talked about before, where you can't just make yourself better. You have to try to go after other companies to make, like...
If I can't have it, nobody can.
Become a bigger fish. Don't technically be the biggest fish in the pond because you fucking killed all the other bigger fish.
Oh, you're Mets.
You know what I'm saying?
I see what you're trying to say.
It's the whole thing. We talked about it before. Like, don't talk shit about other. Don't talk shit about your competition. Like, let them do. Like, let there be the competition. Just be another field.
Yep.
Compete.
You know, complaining about a permitting thing. I understand if you're complaining about a permit thing, if your neighbor has a tree that's encroaching on your property line, it's on your fucking property line. And you can be like, no, permits and codes. But like to go to a completely different fucking business property and shove your nose into that shit, that's Karen-esque behavior. That's some HOA shit.
Now, we did get more clarification on the history between the two of them.
Right.
And it's the fact that, and I don't know how public it is, but I guess if you played down there, you know, but for our listener base, they don't know. Black Tiger Airsoft worked with DV8 for a long time. They were allowed to run games there for a long time. And then the drama started when Black Tiger decided they were going to move facilities and they were going to open their own. And that was where all this beef started. So they were friends, and now they're not.
Right.
Or if not friends, at the very least, they were in business together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From the outside looking in, it looks like they were friends.
In some, way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
I wonder if this is like an I can do it better type thing.
Well, like I made the comment last time, it'd be like Dylan and I saying, fuck Dave, we can do it better.
Yeah.
Anything you can do, I can do better.
Then do it.
I can do anything better than you.
Show me.
Be really careful about getting us a DMCA.
Oh, really?
That might be over 50 years old.
I don't know. I don't really want to play with that.
There's over 50 years old, but that's assuming that nobody bought the rights to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, a DMCA is still a legitimate strike on YouTube.
Stupid. But anyway, yeah, that sucks for the player base down there. It's kind of like whiplashy.
Yeah.
I mean, how far? Well, is there any way to know how far away the new Black Tiger location is from the previous Black Tiger location? Like,
I don't know.
is it like just over the county line, or is it like an hour away?
That I'm not sure about, but I can tell you the distance between the two in terms of DV8. It is 45 minutes north of DV8.
That's the current one?
Yeah, current DV8 and current Black Tiger.
So I wonder if the other one was a little bit closer. Well, obviously it was. It was in the same county.
And, oh yeah, actually, look at that. Because I remember looking at the Black Tiger Airsoft location, and we were like, it's right next to a farm. This ain't it. That's not the same place anymore.
No.
Unless, oh, wait. Hold on, Google Maps. I realize what I've done here. That's DV8. Black Tiger Airsoft is still... Oh, no. No, I'm correct in that regard. Yeah, no. So the first one was Black Tiger, and the second one is DV8. That's not the same facility we looked at the first time. Yeah. So they must have found some new location to use. That looks like a pre-established field.
Maybe it was an old...
Hold on. Let me look in, because I'm going
off... Is it a paintball field? And now they're like...
It looks like a paintball field.
And they're like... Black Tiger's like, hey, every third Sunday, can we do airsoft here?
Well, hold on. 936... Or 9365 Highway 98 North. Okay, so wait. Yeah, that's the current location they're advertising, and that is not the original one that we looked at a couple weeks ago when we talked about the DV8 Black Tiger Airsoft Drama. This looks like that's a paintball field.
Oh, yeah, that's absolutely paintball field.
So I wonder.
Oh, that's going to be tough for them, man.
So now I'm going to do the whole thing of just search that address and find out what place was there. Legacy Sports Park. Paintball Center in Polk County, Florida.
Polk County, yep. So does Legacy still exist?
That's what I'm trying to find out.
Yeah.
Their last Instagram post was in April. And let's try to find their website. It still shows that they're an operating paintball field.
Yeah, so what Black Tiger probably did, again, speculation, is that they just went there and like, hey, can we run Airsoft?
Yeah, kind of like when Zulu moved in here.
Yep.
How it was Cousins in the lower field and Zulu in the middle and upper field.
Yeah.
That's shitty. It's pointing more speculation at the theory I had might be correct.
Yeah, it's really poopy.
Yeah, it's really, really shitty.
It's really poopy. It's unfortunate that shit like that happens, man. But
it's not to throw any shade at Black Tiger or Legacy Paintball. I'm sorry, as an airsofter looking at the field that's already established there, I wouldn't want to play there.
Sure.
Yeah.
Right, but maybe
they're going to build it up.
Maybe or maybe that's how Airsoft is down there, and that's okay. And
I've seen the photos and videos of DV8.
I know.
Because to me, that's like, we were talking about it off air that we wanted to do a trip to DV8 to go play.
I know. That was when DV8 did that announcement,
Yeah.
That they were like every comment. Well, like every fourth comment was like, damn, I was planning a trip. Like people from out of state were like going to come in and play. But yeah.
Bro, I left a comment. I was like, I've never played at DV8 and I never will, with like a crying emoji. And bro, I should have never left that comment because it turned into people arguing in the reply section to my initial comment about some other shit. And
yeah, I read it. It's fucking off the hinge.
Dude, the comments were pretty like ridiculous. And then I just saw that they kept getting deleted. And there's just so much here.
Did people think you were saying, haha, I never got to play it? DV8?
No, his comment was...
No.
I know what he meant, but I'm saying, like, how could it have been?
No, it was like admin was like, so somebody was like, great field and everything, blah, blah, blah. I mean, some of the refs just sat around, but otherwise great field. And that's what started it. It was like, the refs don't fucking sit around. Like admin is like, DV8 refs don't stand around. They're active and playing with players. DV8 responds, hey, hope to maybe see you at a potential new location. Some other guy was like, I was a fucking head ref there. We didn't fucking sit around. We did all this shit, right? And it just devolved.
No, yes, huh?
And a lot of the comments got deleted, right? Like, dog, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I play almost every single game as the head ref. Oh, here we go. I spent countless hours making different game modes for players. I have a poll on Discord asking for players' input. I'm literally doing everything in my fucking power to make the experience fun for players. Go fuck yourself. All right.
I guess when you're closing in a week, you can say that.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, and like, dude, it was like...
Dave would fire me if I was on fucking social media being like, go fuck yourself.
Yeah. This is where it started to devolve to. Like, comments and comments and comments. They're getting deleted, whatever. I got another notification. I look at this comment. Quote, I guess he was responding to a comment that was left that was deleted.
Yeah.
Quote, I'm not conceited enough to think that I can change someone else's behavior. You think conceited has anything to do with teaching? Oh boy, I don't know why I even bother with you people. It's like speaking to a dead person. Maybe because I am, spiritually at least, a husk programmed with basic autonomy and responses, most of which is learned and regurgitated, like a sponge soaking up water and then releasing the same water it soaked up when squeezed. And yet the same individuals such as yourself are the ones who decide to implement themselves in places of power, where you attempt to dictate how the lives of countless individuals are lived, and you do so with the system you call voting. And you tell yourself that by voting, you all collectively have a voice and say in how things change, yet you fail to comprehend the simple fact that the system doesn't at all work in the way you think it does. That was all one sentence. And then there's more.
I'm so curious. Did you ever click on this profile and look at a photo of this individual?
I did.
Does he have the SSRI stare?
No, but he's... Bleep it. He said, but again, these are concepts. I skipped a whole bunch of it, but this was a footnote on this really long comment. But again, these are concepts and thought processes that you just simply can't comprehend. Or maybe you can, and you simply choose to ignore the failures. So I respond to it. I tag DV8. I'm like, I'm sorry for leaving my initial comment. and then that guy responds to my comment. He goes, don't apologize, homie, and don't mind me. I'm simply here to correct weak-minded individuals that get emotional when I speak on their shortcomings. You are no such individual. I have seen your work and the way you take criticism, and you do both with surgical precision and attention to detail. Keep up the great work. And I'm like, that's nice.
No, damn.
That's pretty nice.
He's stroking your ego.
DV8 responds to me. He goes, don't mind some of the locals. Which is such a Florida response.
Yeah, right.
I'd imagine that's how a lot of Florida people feel.
Oh, can I call this episode Anthony Interacts with Florida Man?
Don't mind the Gators. Go on.
It's like, okay, this was all because I just expressed that I never got to play there. I never will. And it's sad.
Darn it. And
So-
that hurts my feelings.
I'll lay out a crazy idea. This is Brian's idea. You still have those miles from your airline flights that you canceled?
Maybe.
Shit.
We go to DV8 this weekend, podcast on the middle of their field as the closing of DV8.
Yo, that would be fucking epic,
It would be
man.
one hell of a publicity stunt.
Oh, God.
Zulu goes to DV8.
We are live on the ground.
There's like a wrecking ball behind us. And that's the end of open play.
Oh, that would be. I wouldn't want to go under that pretense. I think if the it looks like they ran a really successful field for a
It
long
looked
time.
25 years.
The
dude.
owner has to know what he's doing. I think if he's saying that there's a potential new location, then
Yeah,
I'm
but-
going to trust that he'll probably.
If I had to put a number on it, though, it's probably going to take a minimum of 6 to 12 months.
Oh, yo, God, yeah. Are you kidding
Yeah.
me? Think about this, dude. Think about putting 25 years of effort into
Blood, sweat,
something
and tears.
and then have it taken away.
Yeah.
How much motivation? Like once you're done with the cleanup or whatever he needs to do to that property, like and he can finally kind of step away from it and take that breath of fresh air that's not worrying about the weekend every week. You may see a change of heart. I mean, it just is what it is. And he may not have the motivation or the will to rebuild to
Yeah.
the same level. I mean, it sounds like he's got a pretty good player base there, though.
Yeah.
And maybe I don't know, maybe he sells the name to admin or something, and they get something going. But
I don't know.
we'll see. It's a shame. That would be fucking epic, though.
I'm just saying. Brian had that idea last week when we were talking about it. I'm like, it would be one hell of a stunt.
Let's see. It's outside of Tampa, so you can fly into Tampa International. We can fly with guns. We've done that because I'm not going to go down there and just do the podcast, right? Like I'm going to play.
You would have to.
Yeah.
You'd have to. Yeah.
Fly down on a Friday, Airbnb it, Saturday there, Sunday fly back. God, that'd be fucking rough.
Oh, it'd be insane.
God, that'd be fucking rough. But, well,
I think I trust that he'll open a new location.
Taken away.
I trust that he'll open a new location. Well, okay, before you take my notepad away, I think I've made enough progress with this drawing of you, Jordan, that I'm.
Well, it's just that it's like pulling teeth to get you to talk because, like what Dave said, you think you can multitask and you can't multitask.
Well, that just means I'm not. It just means I'm a man. But you know what? Guess what? We're almost there. The viewers, you're going to get to see this. Rate my drawing.
This is going to be the most annoying podcast episode.
No, it's not, because I'm done with my drawing now. I just want to know, do you think I would get accepted into art school?
you're going to have to take a picture of that and send it to him.
Jordan, look, I just want you to know I tried my hardest. Look, I got the grenade launchers and the flowers on the shirt.
Actually,
Yeah.
the shirt looks really good. I don't know why Jordan's head is 14 feet tall.
And why it looks like I'm 100 years old.
I just, do you know what it is? This pen is such splotchy ink. I was just trying to get the micro details so I can get the shape of the face right. My scaling is very off. You do look very old. I wasn't trying to make wrinkles. I was trying to show the different like tone of color and complexion with the shadows. I'm trying to add like value to it.
Yeah, you're making the first 24 minutes of this podcast episode to the point where Dave's going to text me and be like, man, that was rough.
Well,
No,
look,
this is great.
For
This
people
is
that,
great.
For people
No, it's
that,
great now. It's great now. But it's going to be the text in 2 days where you're like, man, those first 20 minutes were rough. Yeah.
No, it's fine. Look, so people that just listen to the podcast, there's a really good reason for them to, to watch the podcast. Look at this.
If you're on Spotify or YouTube, you're watching it.
I will say this. You did just start that at the beginning of the podcast. So you did it very quickly. And it's
Dude, we're like Jack and Rose on the Titanic.
It's like-
I'm just drawing you. I love you.
I am neither on the Titanic nor a French girl, so I don't understand.
Could you imagine if that was the picture Jack showed her after he was done? Like, I was laying here for 4 hours, and that's what you came up with?
I still
man.
would have enjoyed if it was a killdozer and a stick figure of me under it.
This is the picture he shows her. It's just a stick figure.
Corporate wants you to show us the difference between these two photos. I see no difference.
Stay the same.
I don't know, man. It's I'm no artist. If I was good at drawing, you should be offended by this. But this is actually the most effort I put into drawing anything by hand in a long time.
It's completely recognizable as an adult male human who has a hat on, sunglasses on the hat, and something on his
The
head.
headphones are above the head.
Yeah. Apparently your ears are up here.
Yeah, like I'm not a femboy. I don't have cat ears, Anthony.
It's fucking great.
I started with the hat, and it just kind of ruined everything. Like that was a bad place to start my scale for this. But you know what?
The shirt, you nailed the shirt though.
You kind of look like Billy Mays.
Also, is he smoking a cigarette? Oh no, it's just a gap.
No, as he was talking, he did like one of these with his hands.
No. See right here, where you have like a gap in his beard.
No, that's just. There isn't a gap in his beard. Hold on.
Better thought. Take away his pen.
No, that's great. I love it.
This is.
Oh no, I can appreciate this. I have.
I'm gonna
to
put that
edit
on a
this.
shirt, dude.
Oh God.
No, get a Hawaiian shirt, but instead of flowers in the grenade launcher, it's flowers and this picture of Jordan.
Oh God.
It's fucking awesome.
I'm gonna scan this. We're gonna. Maybe we can make a shirt.
I
No, that's
really
fucking
don't
awesome.
need that.
Well, no,
I don't
you know
need
what?
my face
Jordan,
on someone else's shirt.
That's not your face.
Wait,
Jordan.
So what you're saying
Jordan,
is,
that's
Yeah, but you're
So
gonna be
wait.
like, it's gonna be on the Zulu website as the Jordan podcast shirt.
that's a compliment.
No.
You just said
Yeah,
that this
you're
is
right.
your
Yeah,
face.
see?
No, it'll be on the Patreon.
Oh yeah.
Jordan just said that this is
So
his
look-
face. I did a good job.
No, you
according to
didn't.
him.
No. So
mediocre at best.
Anthony. So this is what you're gonna do. You're gonna draw me as well. Not right now. We'll do that
No,
next
some other
podcast,
time.
right?
Take
Yeah.
the pen.
Some other time. And then you're gonna draw yourself, or maybe one of us will try to draw yourself. I don't know if I can do anything as amazing as that.
This is art.
And then we'll make shirts with each one of those and put them on Patreon and see which one sells the most fucking shirts, dude.
Honestly, yeah, this would be.
Oh,
That is fucking hilarious. And then after that, we'll do one that's a culmination of all three. So it's like,
And then that's the cover,
dude.
That's the cover photo for the podcast. It's the
Oh
really
my
crudely
god,
drawn.
it is, dude. Fucking see ideas.
Imagine making
are made-
this
is a fucking idea factory here.
We can maybe meet an animator.
It's a something.
There's definitely an animator that can take this fucked up drawing of all of us and then take podcast clips with the audio and just make it like animated us talking, and then because then there's the freedom to animate so if we're talking about something
So
that we have no photos for,
what
they can
you
just
just-
illustrate it.
Oh,
So rest in peace, Rooster Teeth. They used to do that.
Yep.
That was one of their things. They had an in-house animator, which go figure, it's Rooster Teeth. But they used to take clips from their podcast and they would animate them. I hated watching their podcast, and they were very early on in the podcast scene. Like they were doing it before Drinking Bros was a thing.
yeah.
But those fucking clips were so goddamn funny.
I remember Rooster Teeth had the Rage Quit guy.
Oh, Michael.
They also had Uno the movie. Do you remember that?
I remember that.
They played Uno.
Yeah.
And this was an Uno game that went on for so long. It went
Unnecessarily
on for,
long.
like movie length long.
Yeah.
And it was just
Yeah.
comical. I saw a video recently about Machinima and Rooster Teeth and these companies and
yeah.
how they were one of the earliest scams on YouTube.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
What?
It was about
You could buy the Red versus Blue DVDs, but you could
Not
also
that.
I know, but I'm saying, but you could also just go to their YouTube and watch every episode for free.
Yeah.
what it was so Machinima in particular, they were really bad.
Yeah, they were.
You had to be reviewed and approved to get monetization on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
And this was still a really weird area in the
This was the very early on. This was before.
This was like
Adpocalypse.
Yeah, before
2000
the Adpocalypse.
2006 to 2010.
When dudes were getting straight up rich on YouTube.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
also there was this legal ambiguity about what's fair use for gameplay footage because companies were
Yeah.
wanting to like take down videos because they were showing gameplay,
Yeah.
So
And Nintendo tried that again recently.
So what Machinima did, Machinima had a channel, and they had ad revenue on YouTube, and there was a bunch of smaller content creators that couldn't have gotten ad revenue if they wanted to, and then they signed a deal with Machinima in perpetuity till the end of time across the whole universe, to where they get the Machinima thing at the beginning of their videos, and then Machinima uploads all their content and owns all their content. But now it's like it became like a kind of like a badge of honor to be like, I'm a Machinima creator.
Yeah.
So you had all these creators doing that, and they would make some cut from it, right? And Machinima was making money on it, but then
Machinima was making 98%.
But they were also uploading.
No, that's a joke.
They were also uploading this content on all these other platforms too, which
Gotcha.
were not part of the agreement. They were allowed to do that because they owned the content, but it was not in the agreement that the content creator got any credit or payment for that.
Sure.
And what they did was they just signed on hundreds of creators, hundreds of them. And it just kept going on. And PewDiePie actually got out of it because he was able to lawyer up.
Yeah.
And that's how he got out. But it trapped these creators in because they didn't own their content. They didn't own their shit. I'm not doing the topic justice. There is a whole video on it, and it's so in depth. But look up Machinima and YouTube scam. It's nuts. They ended up getting bought out a couple times. So what they ended up doing, the whole point of this, right? We're giving away a free season pass. That's right, 1 full year of all the benefits of a season pass at Zulu 24. That is
Zulu 24 clip of the month. Get on in the Discord. There's a channel set up for it. Put your clips in there that you have captured from Zulu Ops, open plays, whatever. We'll vote on it. There are 12 months in a year, last time I checked. So there are 12 different patches you could win if you win the clip of the month. Here's the best part. Collect all 12, like the Infinity Stones from those movies that I don't watch, and you get a free season pass.
you get in the Discord, you put your clip in the channel for the clip of the month. All you have to do is upload beautiful gameplay footage.
Sounds like a good deal to me. Get on in our Discord. Have fun, guys.
Like, they could have paid these content creators fairly. They just chose not to. And that actually really pissed off investors, because they're like, you could honestly run this. It's an MCM is the type of company. And they're like, you could have done this in a way where you're not fucking these people over, but like, you're choosing to do it in a way where you're fucking them over. And Machinima's, their exit strategy was just to sign on as many fucking content creators as possible to increase the valuation so that they can sell the company for a lot of money. And it's just fucking wild. I never knew what the fuck Machinima was when I was on YouTube back then. I was just watching these videos.
But you always knew if you watched a game video and it started with Machinima, you're like, okay, it's going to be a good video.
Yep. It's pretty fucking wild, man.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And I think Rooster Teeth was one of them.
Well, no, Rooster Teeth had its own bad juju and bad blood. They didn't like sign on content creators, but after they closed it, also before it closed, came out a bunch of allegations about like sexual harassment, abuse in the workplace, shit like that. Like, not just in the sexual nature, but also like if you were an intern, you were working 80 to 90 hours a week or you weren't getting paid.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, gotta love internships.
Yeah.
Thank God for those, huh? Whew.
Yeah. They like just mistreated and misused the staff. And it sucks because Rooster Teeth was fucking awesome. Like, the content was great, but
Red vs. Blue really was.
Yeah.
That was great. That was such a
I didn't even like Halo, but I liked the Red versus Blue series. Pretty good.
dude, like
They were so old.
YouTube was so different back then.
Well, as you watch it through the seasons, like right around season 6 was when they got really into animation. So it stopped being just in-game footage and they started bringing in outside animators to actually like turn it into a mixture of the both. So you would still get the old school Red versus Blue.
Yeah.
But then like high tempo, like action scenes that were all choreographed and actually done correct. It was fucking cool.
Yeah, man.
Great story too.
So,
dude.
So like, those are companies that fucking, it's just great. There were whole business models during that era that just like no longer were viable to exist.
Yeah.
I mean, just
because it was usury, dude.
Yeah.
Like, it's straight up usury.
Well, the thing is, it became usury, but it could have actually been a fair business model.
Yeah, but the contract that was signed by each one of those content creators was set up for them to lose.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You know, that's what happens.
Distribution is really all they were offering.
And there's still companies that do stuff like that, because that's been the argument in the last couple of years with like Spotify. If you're like a musician that's on Spotify, you can earn, say, these are not the actual numbers. It's just, a example. You can earn 20% of the royalties off of your music, and Spotify will advertise it more regularly on Spotify. Like, hey, here's a new content creator that you might like, and you might like their music. Or you can make the normal allotment of, say, 60%, but Spotify's not helping you at all.
Yes, you're just paying for ad.
Yeah, that's
Basically,
essentially how
you're
they
paying
spin
for
it.
ad.
Is what Spotify does is you have like a weekly new mix where they show you 30 songs they think you might be interested in based off of your listening history, and you get a daily mix that's the same way. If you don't take the lesser option, you'll never exist in there.
Yeah. Well, life's pay to win, dude.
Yeah, it's pay to win.
Fucking
Which, to be fair, I get it, because
capitalism is pay to win.
I check that playlist on my Spotify every week when it refreshes, and I found some new music because of it.
Yeah.
It works.
It's the same thing with podcasts. Theo Vaughn, his podcast, what's it called? This last weekend? I can't remember, but his podcast was part of a company set up very much like Machinima that takes in all these podcasts, and then this company farms the ad reads and then disseminates them down. So then now the podcasts get paid for the ad read. Obviously, this company takes a percentage of it. Well, it turns out like whoever was representing his podcast and several more, like they all like figured out that they owed him like millions of dollars. Like this company was stealing from them. In the same way. I think it's just, I think when you do that, when you use one company to kind of like distribute hundreds of other companies, there's so much money that gets trapped right here that if you're an unscrupulous person and you see how many commas are behind those numbers, you're like, oh, well, who's gonna even notice $100,000 missing when there's $400 million in this account,
Yep. This kind of ties into the DV8 closing thing, because we see these podcasts exist, and we see Machinima exist, and we see an airsoft field existing, and then when things close down, everybody's like, well, how could it go wrong? It's just like you just make videos and put it on the internet, and then you just pay your buddy because you're signed a thing. And
but there's so much other.
You just have an airsoft
involved.
field, and you just exist there now, and people come and pay money, and boom, now you have a business. It's like, no, and it's like, to bring it back to airsoft, it's like DV8's not the only field that's closed.
No,
recently, and there's a lot of fields closing at an alarming rate, and there's a lot of back end stuff that is involved in that. And why does that happen? Why does that happen?
Okay, so for the past couple podcasts, you've had really trash.
I was thinking the same thing.
What are they called? Segways, right? That one was excellent. Well played, Anthony.
And now we've
Good
ruined
segue.
it by doing this, but
Yeah.
Good segue.
Well, I have another segue for you.
Oh.
Buy our merch. Size.
put you back in the well.
That was good. That was very good.
It's almost like you've been practicing. Do you have a mirror in your bathroom?
You have to put in your grandma. She might even put you back in the size.
That's not how that goes.
It's getting to get more word salad every time I do it.
Yeah. Wirefield's closing. Well, I mean, the simple answer is they're not making enough money to stay open, right?
Yeah.
Why aren't they making enough money to stay open? Well, that's where it spiderwebs out, and maybe there's a stabbing. Like maybe that doesn't help.
Maybe your rent goes up. Maybe player counts down. Maybe there's other shit that you don't know about behind closed doors. I've seen in the past fields closed down because the owner's doing super shady shit, and he gets caught. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, why'd they close? Oh, well, he's in fucking jail now. Like,
Yeah, that
I don't know if we could say the name of it, but it was a field down south of us.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was. I'll bleep the name.
Yeah. I forgot about that. Yeah.
Yeah. It turned out he was just like selling coke and heroin.
Yep. I almost worked.
I don't even know if you have to bleep that. Do they still exist?
I don't know.
In any sort of
Are those
I also
police, are those police records public?
Yeah, that's
Anything's
the other thing.
foyable.
Well, if we're gonna say something like that, we should have the.
Yeah, I don't know 100% that it's cocaine and heroin. That's what I've been told by like multiple people. But we know everything with this industry. It's shit just spreads.
Yeah. I mean, but did he get arrested?
That was true.
Okay.
There was a prior arrest too. Him and his wife.
Yeah. Jesus.
Did you know that? I didn't know that.
I knew that.
Oh, yeah. I know that they have a 1.9 star rating on Yelp.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. I'm still going to
If you're going to be bad, be good at it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's getting there.
I'm still going to bleep the name just out of,
Sure.
professional courtesy. But yeah.
I always the impression I always got about that place was that it was a front. It was like a laundering.
Exactly.
Yeah, like that's
Right next, there's a door connecting that to another business where he resold sneakers and shit.
All of this sounds sketchy.
yeah. Like
Yeah,
dude,
so-
the amount of inventory that store had on its walls was in the millions. And you're like, I've never been to, besides the one that in Texas, the
Oh,
e-bike
e-bike.
outpost,
But that's
right?
e-bike.
That's e-bike, right?
Yeah.
But like
And even I walked in and was like, God damn.
like random airsoft fucking store with that, dude, there was over $1 million on the wall, dude.
Yeah.
And you're just like, no way. Like nobody's fucking spending that. Like, what the fuck is this? Also, his location right there, like that costs some money.
Yeah.
You know,
And that's kind of the same thing. Like that plays a huge role that people don't always bring into account when they're like, oh, what do you mean? Like price of admission has to go up or
Yeah.
price of air fills has to go up, stuff like that. I'm like, rent's still rent. Overhead is still overhead. If you look at a place and you're like, wow, it's really convenient that they're right here. Holy shit, they probably pay a lot of money. in
yeah,
rent.
that's right.
Like,
And you know the really fucked up part about it? I didn't know him really. I almost worked for him. I remember doing like an interview and I fixed some guns to prove that I know what I'm doing or whatever. He was just he was a sheesty shyster, used car salesman type of guy. But one thing I did learn about him the 2 times I went there when I was younger is that he has a bunch of kids. And it's actually really unfortunate that
yeah, but
there's all that going, like for the kids, for your dad to fucking be in jail for
Yeah.
but
selling
there's
drugs
also-
and shit.
like to move off of the topic of that specific field, I'll bleep this one too. Anybody remember that one?
No.
Airsoft?
Is that where they make airsoft?
No.
Yeah.
It was another field in southern Jersey, and I had a friend that worked there, and they would legitimately, at the end of the day, like sweep up the BBs, bottle them, and resell them as the field BBs.
No, fucking no.
You know how many times we joke about that? You know, how many
Yeah.
ti- like when Gun Gamers comes and they're like, they have issued ammo and they have to be
Yeah.
like, hey, don't pick up
BBs
BBs
off.
on the fucking
Yeah.
ground.
I'd make a killing at the tech window, dude.
Yeah.
Fuck. It's so fucking awful.
Yeah, that's also the field that like this. I'm not bleeping their names. Like that's where like, no, I'm still gonna bleep it. Go there just to get in fistfights.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah,
Because that makes the situation even worse, which then leads to more players having, a bad idea of what that place is, which then reduces player count, which is like, and that is totally outside like the field actually, like what they're doing. That's just
Yeah.
somebody coming in being a chaos gremlin,
another
and
field
like
that only has 3 stars on TripAdvisor.
Now, why is it that fields end up doing this corrupt shit? Is it because the killing that they make just operating a field is just not enough and they're
The
greedy?
killing.
Yeah, they're
No.
so greedy that they need to make more money. No, it's like in life, there's challenges. When you own a business, there's challenges. And ethics is a really big, important part of any business, especially if you're the owner. And I deal with it with teching. I'm sure any auto mechanic deals with it too. You have a choice. And it's like, you can either work hard and work honestly,
Yeah.
or you can find some way to, rub your hands together like Birdman and try to find a cheap, unethical way out to try to make extra revenue. Because one thing that is true is that it's hard to earn money. It's hard to operate a business, but that's no excuse for doing unethical shit, but it's not because fields are like fucking booming if they do everything right.
It's not like airsoft is not like paintball, and I've probably made this comparison a bunch of times, right? When paintball was, I hesitate to say invented because it wasn't really invented; it was more discovered, right? It was just 2 dudes marking cattle, and they shot each other, and boom, there you go, right?
Think of the first giggle getting shot by a paintball.
Yeah, right.
Just
Like,
ew, that could have hurt.
You sounded like Rich when you did that.
yeah, right. Like, but from the moment that those guys marking cattle, like realized like, holy shit, let's shoot each other with these things. Oh my God. Like the next thing they did is they went to a business person, and that business person set up paintball in a way that made the business flourish, not just like make some money, but flourish, dude. And they came up with industry standards that guaranteed that fields would always make money.
Because the field and the sport started with the technology. In airsoft, it's like the technology existed in Japan, and now people are taking these things that anybody can buy, and everybody has their own idea of how they can start a field when they're importing it.
But like the paintball, yeah, okay, so the technology in terms of like propelling a paint pellet.
Well, if you invented the paint and you invented the paintball,
sure,
and you open a field, that's the only place where you can get the paintball marker and the paintball. You make the whole rules. People can't just be like, oh, I can just buy a fucking...
Sure, right?
I can just buy a paintball gun and a marker, and a bunch of friends can do it. We can do it in a different state, run a field our own way.
But my point that I'm getting at is that paintball was set up in a way where it was fields were profitable. I mean, fuck, dude. All over the place when I was growing up was like, do you have 5 acres of land? Do you want to make $1 million on your first fucking year? Come to Money Paintball and we'll give you fucking everything. And that company still exists to this day. Money Paintball, right? But it was fucking true. It was fucking true.
Paintball.
Yeah, but it was fucking true, right? Even back then, dude.
Well, we had this. I don't know if you were standing in the room. It was not last Sunday, the Sunday before. Right around 5:30, father-son duo walked in. The ones that were like super tall.
Yeah, they were big fellas.
Yeah. So they played paintball. They're coming over from paintball, and the dude's like, "Oh yeah, I played a lot, back in the day. Wanted to get back into it. Realized airsoft's the more popular thing." So he had all of the day one questions.
Yeah.
And what stumped him the most when he was like, "Wait, ammo's only $20 a bottle?"
Yes.
And I was like, "Yeah." And he goes, "And you're telling me I can buy this online and bring it here?" And I go, "Yeah, it's not like paintball, dude." And he's like, "That's fucking insane."
Yeah.
And that was like the hiccup point where he's like, "I understand why people are doing this more. It's cheaper to play."
Yes.
And that was where we like the conversation started spiraling from there. But I'm like, yeah, you can buy BBs from us. You can buy BBs at the front counter. You can buy them online. The only thing I recommend is usually the higher quality ammos are white. And it was like, it's just because that's the kind of industry standard.
Yeah.
So don't buy the green BBs. Don't buy the brown BBs.
Yeah.
Don't buy, the high-vis pink ones you see on Amazon or the yellow ones, because generally lighter weight and they end up shooting like shit in your guns, or they end up breaking the gun. So if it's a white BB, it's usually pretty good to go. Just stay away from Crossman, in my opinion. And he's like, holy shit, this is like way cheaper to play. I go, yeah, for average player, if you want to just come rent $100 between admission and rental, you're going to play for the entire day.
Yeah, like stores that have like springers and LPEGs, but also nice guns, and they offer both types of ammo.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let me get back to my
I
point.
was going to make a virginity corner joke, but go on.
So my argument is this, dude, or my point is this: paintball was set up to be monetarily beneficial to the fields and people that the business side.
Yeah.
Airsoft, completely the opposite, because we took the same format as paintball and said, let's make it cheap and for everybody.
Yeah.
So now what does that do to the field owners at the end?
Kind of fucks them.
It doesn't really, right? But what it does do is it makes everything based on how many people are coming to your field on a given day.
Yeah.
That's your only income, right? Because, a paintball field, fuck. And this is back when paintball was like first a thing, dude. It was $40 to get in, and it was $100 a case of mediocre paint, dude. And it was $120 if you wanted the upgraded paint or whatever the fuck. And I worked at a paintball shop when I was in high school, and I did the inventory, and we received the best paint on the market at that point was this JT Starch yellow paint, fucking tournament shit, fucking amazing, right? It's actually really good paint. We paid $15 for it. It retailed for $109.99. Paintball was set up to be profitable, whereas airsoft has been this race to the bottom with everything. So think about this, dude. If I was going to go out and play paintball, even today, I imagine a case of paint now is probably like $65.
We looked at this recently. It's like 85.
Okay, so $85, at least $35 for entry, I would imagine. So you're already over $100. You can come to Zulu right here today. Well, not today, but on the weekend, and $40. If you have all your own shit, it's $40.
Period.
Period. The end of story.
Yeah.
For arguably more time, definitely better fucking structures.
Yeah.
Right? Because airsoft, we want realism. We want doors and windows and fucking, but paintball, they're just like, some tires and shit. It was kind of cool to like play around.
Okay, so
you know what I mean?
skirmish is $42.99 per person.
So would you say 43 bucks?
Yeah, and then so plus tax. They don't include tax, and then rates for. Oh God, their website is kind of hard to navigate. Actually,
Yeah. Skirmish is probably still $100 a case.
that's what I'm trying to find. I don't want the price of your rentals. Their price of rentals is
Well, and a case of paint's 2,000 balls, right?
yeah. Their price of rentals is $65 for the base model. But where's you just sell me a case of paint?
Yeah. I guess my point is that I'm not saying airsoft was set up for failure. It was just a knee-jerk reaction to an expensive hobby that was exploding in the United States, and everybody just wanted like far more technologically advanced machinery for way cheaper.
$99.99.
Yeah, $100, $100 a case.
Yeah, if you buy 5 or more cases, it drops to $85.
5 or more cases.
Yeah.
So you're that's $600 in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's crazy. And I used to pay it, dude. I was a big paintball player. Fuck, dude. And you know, when you went to play, dude, you brought $200. You brought $200 because, you know, 120 of it was just to play, and then the rest was like lunch and shit like that. That is not the case. It's not how airsoft was set up. So the margins they're not crazy thin, but they're not fat. Nobody's getting rich off doing this shit for sure, right? Because you have to have the volume. In order for me to be like fucking independently wealthy, right?
Yeah.
From Zulu, we need 200 players a day for both Saturday and Sunday, and 100 players every time we do a fucking Friday or a night game or anything like that, right? Like, you just,
That would be
just-
you money. Yeah.
it's just, yeah, right? Like, my rent goes up every year. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
like the cost of goods and items are going up. I literally just paid for the armbands. The armband prices have gone up.
Ooh, we're selling armbands though.
We are selling them for 100%. We are.
Yeah.
So it just wasn't, airsoft just wasn't, it wasn't set up the same way that paintball was, where, you know, and so how does that negatively affect not only the business owners, but also the players, right? So what that means is when times get slims, dude, prices have to go up. And I know that sounds fucking crazy, but they have to,
Yeah.
right? Just to keep the doors open. But now, you know, as an airsoft player, we're like, oh, what do you mean it's not $40?
Yeah.
Now it's 50. Meanwhile, the paintball players are like, $50, that's a fucking discount. Like, what are you talking about?
We've made the joke once. I'll make it again. If we turned around and said we were doing paintball this weekend, it would be profitable.
Yeah, it would. Yes,
Yeah.
it would. Dude, look at what we have, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know of a
Oh my
paintball
God.
place that has that.
Paintball Fridays.
Oh, God.
Oh, no. I'm not selling my soul. No.
Right? Like, and it's the truth. It's just the way it is. So I'm not surprised that right now, because the industry is seeing a downturn, and it's not just local, right? Like, the industry is seeing a downturn. And so the fields that were barely making it, they're shutting down, dude, or
Hanging on for dear life.
yeah. And, you know, I'm not going to sit here and say I'm sitting on a pile of cash, because I am fucking not. You know what I mean? I'm nickel and dime and everything. But that's why.
Yeah.
That's why. You know, if you don't want your local field to close, then go play.
And that's if there's, then again, this is a field that's not fucking selling drugs and laundering money through the business. This is,
I mean, I'm open to any option. So.
you know, so it's
Damn.
like we hear about fields closing because there was a fight, or there was a stabbing, or they were stealing shit,
was a stabbing.
or there was a dispute over fucking permits and people are ratting on each other, and then both fields end up are no
Yeah.
longer existing.
Yeah, right.
You know, but fields that are actually just running ethically, it's still a business, and businesses, more money has to come in than what is going out. Not breaking even. Breaking even is a loss. Because Dave, you own a house,
Yeah. I am thankful.
and you pay $0 a month to live in that house.
yeah, right.
All right, you pay $0 a month on groceries.
I am
You
thankful.
pay $0 a month on your car, maintenance, putting gas in it,
I am thankful.
phone bill, internet, right? So everybody has personal expenses. What's the fucking point of owning a business if you don't bring home enough money to pay for your personal expenses?
No, the point of, okay. The purpose of a business is to make money.
Yep.
That's it. End of story, right? If it's not doing that, it's not worth it. But I was fortunate enough when I bought my house. I paid $182,000 for my house.
Boomer.
No, not even. I bought my house in 2018, right? So
it was only a nickel, and
no, that's not true at all. I found a deal. I absolutely found a deal, and I said, you know what, this is within my means. Same thing with my truck. My truck's paid off. Katrina's car was a little bit of a splurge, but whatever. Thankfully, my cost to exist is not so high compared to others. Like, my total cost per month is probably lower than most people's mortgages.
Yeah.
So I'm thankful for that. So, but yeah, man, fields are closing. If you don't want your field to close, go play. And we get it. Like, everybody's hurting. So whether you're perceived that the economy's down or if the economy's actually down, dude, it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Yeah. And the best answer is to play. Honestly, like whenever New York is about to pass some bullshit legislation, we're like, it's the end of airsoft or whatever.
Yeah.
Like that's bad. That's definitely bad. But that's not the main thing that's going to close an airsoft business.
No.
You know? So if the answer is to keep people on the field, I'm going to do another brilliant segue. What keeps you on the field? RGK posed a really good question, and I think we brushed on it last episode at the end. But he asked, what keeps you off the field or away from the field? And I have like 3 points. So you have the gas theory that gasoline's expensive, so people don't want to take the drive out to play.
Well, specifically because Zulu, because of where we're at, right? Most of Zulu's clientele come from not the immediate area, right? We got Connecticut, Pennsylvania,
Massachusetts.
North Jersey's a big one.
Yeah.
You good?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You want to participate?
I will now.
Oh, you will now? Okay.
I will now.
Okay.
I've heard the same spiel that we just had for the last 10 minutes, probably 100 times in the last year. So I'm just like mentally checked out from it.
I thought you were drawing a picture of me.
No. I was just like, here we are again having the same conversation over, but now we're recording it.
Yeah.
Well, but it's true. Well, there you go. So that's the last time we have to have it. But I think, like, for us in particular, people come from a long way to play here. And so normally when they'd come out twice a month, right, it's a half a tank of gas. Half a tank of gas for them back then was $30, whatever, cost of doing business, whatever. Gas prices shoot up.
Yeah.
You start looking at your gas gauge like, fuck, you know, it's $80 a gas.
Yeah. When was the last time you put a full tank of gas in your car instead of only half?
Today.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, I always use that metric when someone's talking about it. I was like, did you put a full tank in or a half tank?
Yeah. I did today and it was $75 and I was like, fuck.
Yep.
So yeah, that's a reasonable theory.
Yeah. There was a point in my life where I literally put $7 on a gas pump and it happened to be pump number 1. And then I named a band after it. 7 on pump 1.
It's a good,
that's where that came
gas
from.
station closed.
it's a good name though.
Yeah.
So they went and took their album cover in that carcass of a gas station.
Yeah. We had an album up and it's like not on Spotify right now. I got to talk to
What? This
the
is
other
bullshit.
guys. Be like, I thought you guys were doing the legacy thing for the distribution. I thought the music would still be up.
Do you get royalties from that?
If there were enough views, yeah, I would, but not if that music's down. But 7 on Pump 1, which is like,
It's actually pretty good.
if you're a musician that's like poor as fuck because musicians don't make money, it's exactly the life I was living at the time. So,
Oh yeah, that like half that album is gone off of Spotify. That's pretty lame.
well, only the EP's up there. The album's not.
Yeah.
So lame. I'm going to try to fix that, but whatever. Yeah. So I guess I'm plugging that. I had a band. We did a music video at the field here.
did. It was
If you
good.
look up 7 on Pump 1, Black and Blue, you'll find the music video.
Oh my
It was
God,
uploaded-
Anthony's in the photo on Spotify.
It was uploaded. Yeah.
It's like every album cover ever.
21 monthly listens, and I promise
Well, that's
you, I'm
not an
not
album
part.
cover.
No. The band cover on Spotify. This is the when you scroll down and you're like about this band. He's in the photo.
Nice.
Yeah. Because
Oh,
I
yeah.
was in the band.
Yeah, I guess it makes sense.
But Pop
Oh,
Films
he's in
uploaded.
multiple.
Yeah. But that was their EP release.
Yeah.
It was in a basement show. And
21 views on Spotify per month.
yeah, so Pop Films filmed the music video. We did it here, and it was like Vietnam themed.
That's
And
cool.
the first time those black powder charges were used for theatrical effects on the field was for that music video.
This is cool.
And we had all the explosions are real, It was a very cool. It was fun.
You don't have to worry about fixing it in post if you just do it right the first time.
It looked cool because I knew where it took place. I knew where it was on the field, but like because of the camera work, you look like you were in Southeast Asia, minus the shrubbery, but
Yeah.
like it looked good. It looked good. I enjoyed it.
The coolest shot in that whole music video, they put a camera on a tripod and it was steady looking at the pond, like Fisherman Shack,
Yeah.
like looking at the water. So we did one take where I had my 12 gauge and I'm just bam, bam, like I'm just putting as many shots into the water as I can to make it look like it's getting shot and bullets flying.
Yeah.
And then we did another take where we had the main guy just running across. And then they merged it together. So it looked like he was getting shot at while he was like running across. That was it was a cool shot.
It'd have been cool if they were like, okay, you run. Okay, Anthony, shoot the water right in front of him.
Yeah. But yeah, man. So that was cool.
Speaking of water,
people want to avoid rain. And this year has been fucking awful. Every weekend, the forecast shows the raindrop on the weekend for most of the Saturdays and Sundays in 2026. And I will say most of those rainy forecasts are because of like an hour of rain at some point during the day where there's no play. So
I think most people do this, but maybe they don't, right? So when you look at I have an iPhone, so it's Apple, right? The Apple weather app, and you scroll down, it'll just have the generic emoji for like rain or whatever. And because I own an airsoft field, I'm basically a weatherman. If you click on it, it'll show you hour by hour
Most people don't do that.
when it's supposed to rain.
Yep.
Sometimes it's got the rain emoji, and you click on it, and there's no rain.
sometimes they'll
You're like,
just,
what the?
Well, it's showing you it's going to rain Sunday because it's going to rain Sunday at 8 p.m., which is actually what it's showing right now.
Or at 12:01 a.m.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
another rookie mistake. Some people will be in New York and think that they're close enough to the field for their forecast to be the same, but it's not.
Yeah.
We have, so that's a real thing, right? And we have a local microcosm fucking,
It's called the Hudson Valley.
weather atmosphere. Yeah, the river,
This hill.
the mountains.
No, it's called the Hudson Valley.
I'm telling you,
Yeah,
this hill.
it's here.
Remember the time the wall of rain chased Rich down?
Yeah.
This is like the point where biomes converge.
No,
Yeah.
I have the best example for it. Saturday, the biblical amount of rain that we got.
The fuck was that?
So
Wet soft.
yeah. Hold on. So I did the game brief, and you had said to me right before, hey, it looks like it's just going to pass us to the north. So I did the game brief, and I'm like, hey, guys, just so everybody's aware, because you're hearing the thunder, it looks like the storm's going to pass us just to the north, but we still have to follow New York State safety guidelines for outdoor sporting activities. If we see lightning, it's a 30-minute pause. Everyone's like, cool, got it. So I was like, if you hear the megaphone randomly blaring and we are yelling to get off the field, it's because of lightning. Chances are, if you hear us doing that, you probably saw it too. And everybody's like, okay, cool. It was like one drop, two drop.
Dude.
I walked into one of the huts in African to put the nice camera in my bag going, I really don't want to get this soaked. Yeah. Put it away, downpour. Fucking torrential downpour. It was the most ghetto shower I've ever taken because I just took my hat off and it was just salt water coming off of my head with the amount of water because of how hot it was on Saturday. Yeah. By the time we got back to staging, there was no dry. Everything was wet. I had puddles in both of my shoes. And the reason I bring this up, we live on the west side of the river. My girlfriend lives on the east side of the river. She lives about 20 minutes north of us if you just kind of like an L shape. She didn't fucking get any of that.
Yeah.
I literally sent her a Snapchat and was like, I'm soaked to my bone. And she's like, it's sunny here.
Yeah.
It's a 30-minute drive.
So my house is 18 minutes if there's no other people on the road north. And Katrina was like, nah, we didn't get anything.
Yeah.
And I was like, I took pictures. It was like, all the
staging area was
all
one
flooded.
pond. Yeah.
And I was just like,
we didn't even need the kiddie pool.
It rained for 15 minutes.
Yeah. And that was really what it was. It rained for like 15, maybe 20 minutes. Yeah. And then we could hear it as it passed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
the sky bled water for 15 minutes.
Yeah. Dude.
It was, dude, I was there. I had my fixed carry handle upper that I just got. I just fitted on my gun. I was like in the fucking jungle, dude. I was like, it's fucking raining. I was like, I'm about to store. And we were fighting for helicopter too. It was ShamWow out helicopter. Yeah. I was like, I'm going to wait for that thunder to crack. And that's my cue. And I'm going to fucking run in. And then
the thunder cracked and we called game over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because thunder's fine. Lightning, no bueno.
I have brown toes now.
Well,
because of that. My shoes got so wet that whatever dye was in the shoes, it's on my toes. And I got most of it off today, But like,
Round toes confirmed.
It was funny because the other ref that was on the field with me, I was like on the north side of African and he was towards the south of it. And I'm like, was that lightning? And I like yelled over to him. I'm like, hey, was that? And right as I said that, you were on the radio. You're like, that's lightning, guys. Get him off the field. I'm like, got it.
Yeah. I was trying to wait because I'm looking at the radar and I'm trying to track. And the radar's obviously like 5 minutes behind.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to track where the storm's going to go. But it was so close. I was like, it's either going to clip us for just a second or go to the north.
Yeah.
And it didn't. It just like hugged south. And we didn't get the whole storm. There was like a red splotch in the middle of that we missed. We were just in the yellow. So whatever was happening in the center of that storm was just bedlam. I don't know what the fuck was happening?
I mean,
there,
the entirety of this area is like that from time to time because I only live about 10 minutes down the road.
Yeah.
And there are times where it pours at my house, and I'm like, no, it's fucking sunny skies here. I don't know what to tell you.
I have watched many times storm systems come across, they hit the river, and then they break apart, and we're right in the middle of that break, and then it goes past and it goes back together. That has happened like pretty regularly.
yeah, like usually when it does rain here, it's
Well, that was a one much needed rain, but a lot of rain.
yeah, dude.
Yeah, it's like a month's worth of rain, dude.
It had me thinking though, if that thunder wasn't there, I was not at all. I had no wet weather.
No, most players, it's
Gear.
open play, dude. Most players aren't carrying wet, cold weather gear on them.
But like even a poncho, I don't think would have kept me from getting super wet.
You couldn't put it on fast enough.
Right.
The only thing that stopped me from getting wet for a brief moment was walking into one of the huts in the village. And as I was putting my camera in the bag, I was making the joke going, it's actually kind of convenient. There's a hole in this roof because the water was dripping straight down my back. I'm like, I'm rather hot and that's rather cold. This is actually enjoyable. But the moment I walked out, it was just... Within 30 seconds, you would have thought that I had jumped in my pool and gotten out. That's how wet I was.
Oh yeah, yeah, I believe. Yeah, to the bone. Yeah,
It was a good player base because we knew some gnarly rain was about to come our way before the game started. We're up at our respawn, and then we felt it was like really hot and humid all day, and then we felt the cool breeze.
Yeah.
Like the air got colder. I was like, you feel that cold front, boys? I was like, we're about to get wet.
That's called a low pressure system.
yeah,
Yep.
dude.
Yeah, dude. It was so wet, dude. Like when we came back, everything was soaked.
But those players still had a blast.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was standing underneath the awnings over there at registration, and the rain, like every raindrop was like the size of a magazine, and the awning always like amplifies. Like when it's raining, it sounds like it's really raining when you're standing under there, but
It always makes it worse.
yeah, it always makes it sound worse. But dude, it was so loud that I was trying to talk to Angel. We're yelling to each other. We're like right in each other's faces, yelling because that's how loud it was from the rain. And I was like, "Is that hail?" Like,
Nope,
And I
it was
looked. It's like this is fucking rain. Like,
Praise
holy
hail. Praise hail.
shit, man! That shit was wild. That was I. You know, when I lived in Florida in the summertime, you're like, "Up, here's the 3:30 rain shower." Okay, 3:15, it's gone.
So for
My
open
parents
play,
used to say the same thing. 'Cause
Yeah.
They lived in Hawaii for 4 years, and they said the exact same thing. They're like, every day, 2, 3, maybe 4 o'clock.
Yeah,
We're going to get 30 minutes of rain.
so in our efforts to kind of like cultivate a more serious player base of airsofters, right? When we talk about open play and rain, usually it's like, all right, just wait for it to stop raining and go back out. But if it rained like this on a Milsom day or at a Milsom West event or at an AMS event, do we have tips for wet soft?
Oh, well, here's the
Because
thing.
if we're at MSW and it
Well,
rains like that,
Here's the
we're
thing.
not quitting.
We're not quitting, but I have been to 2 MSW games now where they have called a pause on the game due to lightning. I have been to... Did that happen at AMS? No, I'm still thinking of an MSW.
What I mean
Yeah.
is you're outside in the rain regardless.
Oh,
What kit considerations? What are some tips for wet soft? I'll tell you this: gators are not going to stop you from.
no.
Gators
No.
aren't going to fix that.
no. Here's what's going to happen. You're going to get wet.
And then you have
And you're going to assume that you're going to get wet through and through.
Yep.
That's just going to happen. So there's not really much you can do. I mean, if you know it's coming, I guess there's some shit you could do. But realistically, the more important part is to make sure that your other shit
is dry.
is dry. Your socks, if you have a second pair of camis or shirts and what underwear, whatever the fuck, make sure that shit is protected. You're going to get wet just the way it is, right?
Yep.
Deal with it. You know, I don't know.
Well, people will either agree or disagree with this. There's not going to be an in between. You heard me say to some kids yesterday in the shop, MSW, the majority of that game is mental.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Just understand that it's only a 40-hour airsoft game. This is only going to go on for so long.
Yeah.
Same thing with AMS. This is only going to go on for so long. So if you're miserable because you're wet, what time is it? Because you probably only have about 24, maybe 30 hours left of this. Sure, you're going to dry out by then. It's going to suck right now, but whatever, dude. You've signed up to play the game, not to quit and go home early.
Yeah.
At Petrucci.
Yeah, dude. That's the other thing, dude. If it's still raining, don't change your socks.
Oh, at Jeremy.
Don't change your socks. Right?
Yeah.
Like you're just going to run through all your dry socks.
Yeah.
It's still raining. You know, like
You're wet. Get over it.
Yeah. take your
Everybody
boots off.
likes to go to the beach and go in a pool, but the moment you're standing outside in normal clothes and you're wet, you're like, oh, I'm wet. Yeah.
No, but this rain came from the sky, Jordan. It's
Yeah.
different, right?
I mean, we fell asleep in our ponchos while getting rained on at that last ball car we went to. We were telling guys that story this weekend, but like it was raining on us. Our shit got wet though,
Yeah.
because when the rain came, Jordan and I were like, we're gonna put our packs to the side so nobody.
Like fucks with our shit.
And then it just our shit. just
Well,
ended
it
up
wasn't
getting
that.
wet.
It wasn't that. Oh, the rain's coming. It was that. Oh, they're consolidating 2 or 3 platoons into one PB. We don't want anyone to fuck with our shit, so we're gonna put our stuff over here. So we knew where our stuff was, but no one else knew. So when it came time that we were still out and the rain was coming, when the dudes ran around and were like, "Hey, let's put everybody's shit underneath the tarp that's out,"
Fuck.
they never found ours.
Whoops.
It's the same reason why. Yes, that's the case, but also my bag is always filled with stuff in dry bags.
Yeah.
Because my ruck can get wet, but as long as the stuff in the dry bags or the hard case is dry, like that's fine.
Even a fucking lawn.
A garbage
Garbage
bag.
bag,
Yeah, contractor bag. So
Yeah.
that's what I used to always do is take everything out of the ruck,
Yep.
put the trash bag in your ruck.
Yep.
Now that trash bag is your ruck, right? So now everything's waterproof that you put in there. And then like super duper comfort items, socks, mainly socks, underwear, whatever, right? Or like a warming layer.
Yeah.
I would put those in Ziploc bags.
Yeah.
So now it's a Ziploc bag inside of a trash bag inside, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm trying to reduce because I know I'm going to get wet. I'm just going to get wet.
And a rain cover for your ruck. That's huge.
I
don't
guess. I don't
normally
know.
use one.
Yeah, I never use one either, but neither here nor there.
Because mine is like dry bags, and then there's stuff in the dry bags that are in Ziploc.
I think trying to prevent yourself from getting wet only makes you wet
Yeah.
because the shit that usually is
Yeah.
waterproof is so hot that you just sweat. And so it's like,
In this case,
whatever.
it was nice because when the rain came, it also got cold.
Yeah, it did.
So, well,
It was
the,
nice,
The one that Saturday, yes. Also, ball car, yes. But also the one that him and I are talking about, it got cold. So what we ended up doing was, because we were wearing the Grom harness rig, our butt pouch was filled with our poncho and like our rain gear.
Yeah.
Just pull that out, pull it over yourself, and sit down on the ground.
Yeah.
Because now you and the ground around you is dry.
Yeah.
So-
With her gun in the poncho until
Yeah.
we have to use it.
Yeah. So it worked out.
Yeah.
But that's a very unique situation. I've done over 20 MSW games. That's the first and only time I've had to do exactly that. Every other time it's been like,
Ball car one was pretty wet.
no, but I'm saying that of like pull your poncho out and
Oh,
sit
yeah.
down. Us, it was, doesn't fucking matter. We still
Yeah,
get
we're
up the
stuck.
ridge.
Yeah, we're stuck anyway.
It's raining and we have to go.
I think that's kind of my mentality is like, you're just going to get wet. So make sure after you're wet, you have things to make you not so poopy, right?
Yeah.
Like that's.
I'd say
that's
even
kinda
for a Milsim day, your hard respawn. If it looks like it's going to rain and you're a hardcore fucking dude and you're going to do Milsim day, rain or shine, I would say apply the same thing. The whole point is to like inch players towards
A more serious game.
a more serious Milsim-esque game.
or even just mentally tougher, right?
well,
yeah.
I mean, again, so like
Like not even just trying to build them that way.
Brian did it for Crossroads. He brought a pop-up tent out. I believe he did. He told me he wanted to. I didn't spend more than 5 minutes in Brian's CP.
Oh, I heard his CP was badass.
Yeah,
There was
I
hot
got down
dogs
there
and
for
fucking-
about 5 minutes, and then some other shit happened, and I was like, I gotta go.
Brian knows how to treat his troops, man.
But that's what I'm saying. Like,
He's good on troop morale.
you can get a lightweight pop-up tent if you're like, hey, I think it's gonna rain today, and I don't want my shit to get wet, but I also don't want any of my friends' shit to get wet. Just one person carries a pop-up tent, and
Yeah.
you're gonna bring it down because no, a Milsim day is not an MSW game or a Gun
No.
Gamers event. So
Yeah.
it's like we've got baby Milsim over here, and it's okay. That's fine. That's supposed to be a fun time. But the way to stay on the field is be less miserable. It's okay that you're wet. It's going to happen. But if your shit's dry so you have stuff when you come back, yeah, that's okay.
And now I'm going to add the tech part of that. Understand what parts of your gun will get fucked up from the rain. And that could be dependent on the gun you're running. If you have a gun with a Polar Star F2 in it, don't let that FCU get wet. You're out of the game. That FCU gets wet.
I'm gonna say the thing. Buy a gas gun.
Or run a gas gun. I think if I know it's going to be crazy rain, I'm going to be super safe. I'm going to run my Kythera. You know?
Buy a gas gun.
Now, with the AEGs that I build, Jeftron MOSFETs are honestly really good when it comes to surviving in the rain. Like countless times, they're coming back alive after super rainy events. However,
Motors and compression parts.
The
and your
battery,
batteries.
that DIN connector is not a waterproof thing. If it gets soaked in between the two connectors, you could fucking short out your MOSFET and your battery. Mainly,
If it was a real Dean's connector, would it be waterproof?
I doubt it, dude. Water will get in there.
The other thing too, but your battery, generally speaking, is buried in the buffer tube or the stock or whatever, right? Like
People with an MCX and it's front wired,
No, I
like
get it.
we saw.
Little Dave falling into the pond at Ball Car.
he was fine though.
I thought his PTW was shot for the next 12 hours until it dried out.
Till it dried out. Yeah, but it dried out and it was fine.
Yeah.
Same thing happened with mine. I had like like dwindling functions until nothing, and then as it started to dry out, it did the same thing in reverse. It was kind of weird. But yeah, dude, I think you okay. I might be wrong about this. Playing airsoft in the rain is fine with a gun, with an AG.
It depends on the age. I've seen some.
No. I mean, like, just it's fine.
Yeah.
Like, it's not going to hurt your gun.
Are you just saying that to not discourage people?
No, I'm looking at you because you're the tech guy, and I want to.
I don't know.
Like,
Are you asking or are you telling me?
No.
Because I disagree. I think it depends on the gun. So
What I don't want to do is tell people that, like, regardless of what gun you have, you should never play in the rain because your battery's going to explode and you won't have a
I
girlfriend.
would say just
Right,
look.
like-
I've seen people wrap their batteries in plastic bags. I've seen people put plastic bags with the rubber band around their FCU, their
that
F2s.
works.
Yeah.
I've done that.
You know, now if your Polar Star FCU gets wet, what it's most likely going to do is you'll have a runaway full auto because
Nice.
something's bridging on that circuit board, and they're not like potted, and there's no conformal coating on it. It's just that heat shrink wrap. So if that's your only FCU, I wouldn't even say your gun is out of commission for the game. That FCU is out of commission. If you put a dry one in, your gun's fine. That's the only sophisticated electronics in a Polar Star F2, for instance, or a jack or a fusion engine. Now, that FCU that got wet, 9.9 times out of 10, if you give it 24 hours to dry, you're back. It'll work again. So it's not going to completely cook your thing. There's other MOSFETs that will get cooked in the rain.
Yeah.
Like some stock MOSFETs. And I see it most of the time with front wired MCXs with that Avalon stock inline MOSFET, the one that comes with the gun. If that gets wet, that'll
done.
short,
Yeah.
and then you'll get the
I mean,
runaway.
I've had that happen on a bone stock VFC M4.
In fact, the safest AEG to use, if you really want to be super, super safe, is you either go the really expensive route of trying to pot and coat everything that could short out, or you get the cheapest AEG with the most simple circuit, no MOSFET.
SEMA A-case.
A simple series circuit when it gets wet.
A rental.
Yeah.
It's got the trigger tram.
Well, no, that's true because in here, like, we have a rule of on days where it's pouring like that, none of the premium rentals go out.
Yeah.
And it's just because, like, and that's one of those, like, if it happens to downpour on Saturday at that one random time, sure, that's whatever. We'll take the risk of it. But if it's a day where it's
Sunday.
calling for rain in the forecast all day, hey, we're not doing premium rentals today because I don't need any of those gates going.
It's funny that you said the runaway gun thing. I think that's hilarious that, like, the first malfunction of the gun is to just shoot indiscriminately full auto. I think that's like
what
God
shoot
having a
people
sense of
do.
humor.
The most
but
basic-
that's not my point.
Yeah.
So it's funny. Angel was coming off the field and he was walking with 3 people, and this guy's gun started going full auto. So he, like, ran over there and, like, unplugged it, and then 2 more right behind him started doing it. And I didn't realize that maybe they were all Polar Stars. I don't or whatever the one that
Some
said.
kind of fancy electronic AEG.
Well, I was thinking, lightning is simply an arc. No, but hear me out. Lightning is simply an arc between the ground and the sky, right? So what happens on the ground side when an arc starts to form, right? Static electricity to the point where your hair stands up. And I was like, dude, was it like arcing those? Well, just to me, like all three of them happening at the same time. Come on, I want this to be real.
The most basic inline MOSFET, or like a 3034 base MOSFET. So like a Nuke FET, or like those Pico MOSFETs, or the simple Jeftron. They call them the micro MOSFET or the MOSFET 2. The one that comes stock in an Avalon. The one that comes stock.
Yeah.
The one that comes stock in like the Mark II Crytax.
Yeah.
The most basic inline MOSFET. All it's doing is preventing the arc on your trigger contacts. And it's the MOSFET basically allows everything to be hooked up the way it normally is, except it's using a signal wire the moment these touch to allow your battery to directly run the motor. So all of that current isn't going through the contacts.
Sure.
Now, the moment that little MOSFET shorts out, there is a component that will get damaged. It'll stop acting as a gate.
Yeah.
And now you just have your battery connected to your motor.
To your motor, yeah.
You know?
That makes sense.
And the only thing that'll make it not do runaway full auto is, I mean, I suppose if it's on semi, the cutoff no, it won't matter. It completely bypasses the trigger contacts.
Yeah.
So that's basically what it is.
Yeah.
It's your motor directly connected to the battery. Contacts are bypassed, so it's just going to do runaway full auto. There's no mechanical thing that's going to work, because if the cutoff lever hits the trigger shuttle to make it go back when you're not pulling, it doesn't matter because the trigger's not pulled to begin with.
Yeah.
So that's what causes that failure. If it's like a Gate Titan or Aster, when I see those die in the rain, they just die. Jeftrons I have not seen die in the rain. I haven't seen it. And that's why I've used to be a Gate Titan fanboy. Now I'm a Jeftron Leviathan and Sela fanboy. They're very robust units. So there's that. So understand like what will make your gun malfunction. And if you don't know, you can ask. And if you don't want to know and you want to run an AEG, run the simplest bullshit ever. And just
let's be clear too, it's got a fucking rain.
It has to be really,
really
wet.
It's either a downpour for the 30 minutes or it's a continuous rain throughout the entire event, right?
Like a drizzle's not going to do it.
Yeah.
A steady rain really won't do it that much. But the torrential downpour we had on Saturday,
dude,
that'll do it. If you drop it in a puddle, the gun submerged, that'll do it.
That was basically what that was.
If you walk through a wet bush and the water gets on you, you're fine.
Well, I think there's a misconception that like you just can't play in the rain because you're holding an electronic device in your hand and it's just going to ruin it. And so people think that any amount of rain is like, oh, you can't play. And I've heard this from players here. And I'm like, no, you can play in the rain. Like, it's okay. Fuck. If you couldn't play in the rain, then every national event there'd only be like fucking 2 a year.
Yeah. It's also not a 100% guarantee that will always happen either.
Yeah.
I've seen guns that should be dead from the rain.
Yeah.
And they're not. Hell, I have my air compressor in the shop, and there's been some rainy weekends where somebody's gun's acting up, and I'll literally just like try to blow as much water out of it as possible from the outside, and I get their gun back up.
Yeah, they're
like, how did you do it? I'm just like, it's these hands.
Was it the first AMS, right? When they came here.
That was
the very first time.
That was different.
That was also a biblical amount of rain. It just wasn't as fast. It was over the time.
And a biblical amount of spring changes. That first AMS that was here.
Well, that's because AMS hadn't updated their chrono rules yet either. It was 400 with a 2.0.
That's right. They weren't using 3.2s by then.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's safe to play in the rain. There are risks.
Play in the snow. It's safe to play in the heat. It's safe to play airsoft pretty much all the time, except for when there's lightning or a hurricane or because like I remember 2013 when we had a bunch of hurricanes up here.
That's Sandy and all that.
Yeah, there were fields that closed because of the hurricane. That's pretty valid. I can understand that. But normal rain, it's okay to play in.
Yeah, and rain like
there was for one of those that I can't remember which one it was. It wasn't Sandy or the other one. Obsidian, remember them?
Obsidian Milsim.
They were going to do a training event and they were going to fly their instructor out.
Yep.
And they were like, hey, there's a hurricane coming, but we need to buy the plane tickets. What should we do? And the whole time I was like, buy the plane tickets. It's going to be fine here.
Yeah.
And they were like, they hemmed and hawed about it. Long story short, they didn't buy the tickets for the instructor, but they wanted to come out and like tour the field or whatever and look at stuff. And So the day that they were going to do the training,
Yeah.
blue skies, fucking everything, dude.
Yeah.
Because I told them, I was like, look, I understand the fucking weather around here. Like this shit, it's way off the coast. It's gonna go right around us, dude. We'll be fine. And sure as shit, it did. We literally had blue skies. Actually, that's when I found the bear print out there. That's how long ago that was.
That's amazing.
Anyway, play in the rain,
Yeah. I mean,
make you better.
I'm just going to say it. And I've seen comments where they're just like, man, these guys really like talking down on their customer base. We really don't. But a dude that will play in the rain and allow himself to be uncomfortable does have more resilience and gumption than a man that is afraid of water.
To those comments, it's mostly Anthony.
Yeah, right.
No, this was
Anttech Airsoft.
no, there was a comment like that on the camo pattern video you guys made, that short.
Because we said the word shitter.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Oh yeah, well no, that's pattern recognition. No,
yeah,
no.
no, that's not.
Yeah, so like rain's fucking awesome, dude. And what it is, it's just an added challenge. Because think of it, you're gonna be fogging up. So is everybody else. The ground's gonna be a little bit more slippery, and it's gonna be a little bit more slippery for everybody else.
And on that comment of shitters, I literally had someone come up to me this weekend and be like, "Don't worry, I sold my pig brig. I'm moving up in the world." Good for you. Good for you.
Reformed.
Yeah.
Yeah, but him selling it means that somebody had to buy it, which means that
He just replaced himself.
The only way to get rid of shitters is to burn the pig brigs.
Not all pig brigs are worn by shitters. I know that to be a fact.
But all shitters wear a pig brig.
Not also the case. The correlation is there though. But Chris Dwyer, pig brig.
Okay, wait. I think I just picked up on something that I've gotten wrong. Are you saying pig rig?
Brig.
Brig.
Yeah. Because
For however many years, I could have sworn you guys were saying rig.
no.
Like
Because they
oil
had
rig.
multiple rigs, but the pig brig plate carrier. Yeah.
Don't I feel like a silly Sally?
Oh, wow. Wow.
But yeah, because Chris used to wear one. That was the only plate carrier he ever wore.
I take solace knowing that people wearing pig brigs here outside in the woods get to go home and pick off all the little fucking the hook, you know, like the little hook balls on the plants that get all over everything.
Yeah, it was called the Pig Brigadine plate carrier.
Oh, JoJo has one of those.
He has the upgrade model. He had the it was made by First Spear, not because the thing was like the pig line. It was made by SKD Tactical, but much like the GMR mini maps aren't actually made by GMR.
Yeah.
They contracted to an outside company. All the pig stuff was made by First Spear. Yeah, First Spear.
JoJo's an exception.
Well, he has the Strand Hog, which is the tube system and laser cut.
He's one of the good ones.
I see every time I see that plate carrier, I'm just like, you could put so many patches on that, dude.
That was what Chris used to do.
Yeah.
It's literally for dick. So that you can put every single patch that you own on it. Oh man. I wish I could bully Chris about the pig brig.
I have it here.
I wish I could. So then like this was all on topic of what keeps people off the field.
Yeah.
The rain. The rain deters people from coming. Gas might deter people from coming. I've had some people tell me in Connecticut, Hunter, I'm like, why don't you come here for open play? I was like, is there a local field near you that you play at? And he's like, I mean, there is, but honestly, like Zulu's the only field that exists in my mind, is what he told me. And I was like, is it just because like, if you're going to drive up here from Connecticut, you'd want to do it for a Milsom Day or an event? He's like, honestly, yeah. And a lot of the other Crusaders feel the same way. They're like, if they're going to come up and do the whole trip, they want to know for a fact that they're going to get that crowd and experience out of the trip. And that's why like we've joked that like Milsom Days they're the open play killers because
they are.
Because Milsom Days are so fucking fun and they're so good and it's so much more than just an open play that people have found that and they're like, that's my shit.
It's scratch an itch for sure. And it's not like we could do 2 a month. A, they're a shit ton of work. B, too much of a good thing becomes not a good thing, right? Like you can't eat all the chocolate ice cream in the world. It needs to be kind of rare and far.
Like, why would I come up for a Milsom Day when I can come up for Blood Diamond? And then every weekend becomes Blood Diamond.
Yeah,
and they're
right,
just like, man, now they're in Ukraine.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that was an unforeseen consequence for sure. I don't know that it's as heavily related as maybe other factors, but it's certainly a factor for sure. Because Milsom Days, like, dude, the last one, we had like fucking 250 people.
Yep. Yeah, we were.
The hell are those people doing?
Yeah, no, but that's true. We were over, because like I remember the first, and I think there is a correlation between that if we're being completely honest, because it was like the first one was like, and you told Dylan and I going into it after 3, we know.
Yeah.
First one was like 125, 150 people.
Yeah.
We're like, okay, that's cool. That's awesome. Next month, about 150 people. Third month in a row, went down to about 135. And I remember you saying to Dylan and I, you were like, okay, so the first one is the new thing. The second one is they told all their friends and they showed up. And the third ones are your returning customers.
Yeah.
And then as the weather continued to be nice, the numbers kept going up and up and up, because like the October one was like 190 players.
Yep.
I remember Dylan walking up to me going, holy shit, there's 190 people here. And I was like, yeah. January, February, March, shitty weather, dip, we get about 120 players. I think there was only one where we were like below 100, and it might have been January.
Was it January?
It was January or February.
It had to be February.
But then it's like fucking May hit, and we were at almost 250.
Yeah.
And I remember looking at Dylan going, holy shit, there's 250 players here. And he's like, yeah, remember Crossroads next month and it's 300. So this is basically Crossroads part 1.
Yep.
We went to Crossroads, followed that. We did Milsim Day last month, and we were over 250 again. And he's looking at me going, we basically just ran 3 ops in a row.
Yep. Yep.
Yep. And they're super fun to play.
Yeah.
So it's like, can
turned
I-
into like a monthly op.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
Which is fine. People are going to do what they want to do, and that's fine.
But I get it, because at the same time, if it were me and the shoes were, or the roles were reversed, I don't know. I'm an airsoft addict. Before I owned the store and was as involved as I am now, I played every fucking weekend. No matter if there was 40 players or 200 players, I played pretty much every Sunday.
Yeah, I was the same way.
Yeah.
I played every weekend.
And I still want to do that. Like, I actually get annoyed because I don't get to play enough. So to me, it's like I'm always chomping at the bit. I walked outside yesterday going, I want to play. Me being spoiled, I walked over to the game board and was like, I don't want to play any of those games. So I will wait. I'll play next weekend.
I think that was just you justifying to yourself why you can't play.
I'll be honest
You're
with
just
you.
like,
I don't like ShamWow Helicopter. I've said it before.
Oh, they didn't. They actually didn't play anything that was on the board.
Oh, really?
No, they did not.
Because I saw ShamWow Helicopter and I'm like, well, they're playing Conquest right now. So I missed that. And I'm like, I don't like ShamWow Helicopter. And I was like, and I'm not a big fan of playing Down Pilot, because somehow, some way, the universe, I always get put on the defending team for Down Pilot. And I hate being told you have to stay here.
Sure.
I hate that part. Which, if you notice with Milsim Day, we do a little bit of it, but we're never like, you have to stay here for an hour. We're like, you have to stay here for like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, I hate being told you have to stay in this specific spot for this time. I don't like it. It's just not my cup of tea.
I'm a grown ass man.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just not my cup of tea.
You just don't like being told to do things.
No.
The best is on a Sunday when I walk in here and Jordan's behind the counter, full kitted out with a ghillie, and I'm like, Jordan. He goes, he's like, what?
Because
and I'm like, you know what? Never mind. And then I walk away.
because you show up at, you're supposed to be here at 1
then he's like, all
o'clock.
right, Anthony, what? What is it? And I'm just like,
You
no.
show up here at 1 o'clock. Where you're supposed to show up at 1 o'clock. Sometimes it's 1:15. Sometimes it's 1:30. Zulu normally takes its lunch break between 12:30 and 1:30 on when it's summertime, right around there. So then every player that's come in here during the lunch break has seen me trying to get my shit ready. And they're like, hey, I know you're trying to get ready to go play, and that's awesome, but like, can you fix my entire shit right now? And then by the time you get to me, it's the end of the lunch break, and they're lining up for Full Field Conquest or Ambush Assault. And I'm like, damn, I really want to play. But now Anthony's about to drop some ridiculous thing that could probably wait till 6 p.m. on me. But he's like, I see you're trying to play, so I'm gonna bother you right now. And it just,
I try to only bother you on Sundays if it's actually important.
yeah,
Like, where the fuck is my wrench
that's fair.
that you borrowed and didn't put back?
You're correct.
You
That's
son
fair.
of a bitch.
Yeah.
You piece of shit.
And I will say,
either that or like, hey, I have this thing that came in the mail that looks like it's for you and it's actually important. You should probably look at it.
yeah,
Or some shit like that.
but that could also wait till 6.
Maybe you could. I don't know how urgent it is. So
It's a Sunday. No matter what, whether I open it now or open it at 6, it's Sunday. It's not like you can fix
if
it.
it is like mail, right, or something that like was meant for you, and I somehow have it because I'm the secretary and mailman during the week.
True.
You know, I don't feel that it's my role to withhold your mail
appreciate that.
from you.
I do.
So
I appreciate that.
I want to make
All
sure.
right.
I want to make sure you get it.
No, I'm such a good
know.
guy. Look, I just don't want to hold shut.
You
the
know,
fuck
but
up.
maybe this would be fixed if you actually put more effort into, I don't know, like, you know, spending time with me. Like, you know, you just, you know,
Let's take a break.
Do you even love me?
yeah. Do you even love me?
If I was an earthworm, would you love me? Okay, let's take a break. Let's take a break. Go buy some merch. Head on over to Zulu24.square.site. Pick up a t-shirt, a hoodie, a summer hoodie. We've even got shoes on there. Heck, you never know. You know what I mean? Buy one for your grandmother. She'll love you forever. Maybe put you back in the wheel. Anyway, get on over there. Check out our merch. It's always changing. Zulu24.square.site. And look for the little merch tab. All right. And we back. We've had an interesting day, huh?
Yes, we certainly have. You know
what? We've had all types of law enforcement come here. But Anthony made some new friends, and they showed up again today.
This is what I get, okay? You guys don't appreciate what I actually do for the field. I am the Pam. I'm the secretary. So during the week when you guys are living your lives, I'm just here in my own cabin fever tech slave shack where I work. I slave over those guns, get them done. And then I have all the fun NPC interactions. And I've had a lot of like very funny NPC interactions. And they are NPC interactions. There was one where like the Oblivion combat music started playing and then he like calmed down and then it got peaceful again. But a really common one is people don't read on Google and they're here for the store or the field. So they'll show up during the week and he's just like a mom with their kid. And they'll come and I'll hear the beeper. I'll look out the window and I'll see them walk past. And I know that they're doing the same thing. They're looking at your door and they're like, no. And then when they walk back, I open the window, my window. I'm like, you here for the store? They're like, yeah. I was like, yeah. So they're open on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And they're like, that's the field. They're like, oh. And they look at me like, you're here. Why can't you won't be open for us? And I'm like, well, we're separate businesses. I got to give you a bleep, Jordan. I'm sorry. I had to do that. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
So anyways,
these are common interactions. And a few weeks ago on a Wednesday, I get here, park, I'm answering emails on my phone. And then this like really nice Ford SUV pulls up. Like it's definitely like regularly washed and detailed.
Same one that showed up today.
Yep, same one that showed up today. And this woman walks out, and I figured it was like some kid's mom. And I was like, hey, you here for the store? And she's like, no, I'm actually here for something else. And I was like,
she's like, FBI, open up!
Oh, God.
I was like, yeah, well, so I was like going down the fucking like, so that's the field. And like, I'm next to the tech, and the store's open on the weekends. I was like, so what can I help you with? She's like, actually, I'm with the FBI. And I'm like, oh. But in my head, I'm like, oh, shit. She's like, we're doing an investigation. And I'm like, oh, shit, right? But on the outside, I'm just like, okay. And she's like, not on you. And I was like, okay. And on the inside, I'm like, oh. It's like, thank God. We don't need that shit right now. And because I was like, because then I got to explain, like, so the 3D printers and they're for airsoft guns. And because, New York State was passing
airsoft gun parts that look
airsoft gun parts. The fact that my Fusion 360, all the file names are very suggestive of like machine gun parts, like Switch for M249. You know what I mean? So, but it's for airsoft and it's literally not a machine. But I was like, all right, I don't have to like explain that shit. Cool. Hochul hasn't encroached that far yet.
Close.
Well, this is federal, not state.
Yeah, that's also true.
Yeah, but I wonder how the state would handle that. If they would bump it up to the feds, especially if there's like...
You know, if she comes back, she's like, now I am investigating you. You're like, fuck, come on in.
I'm like, all right, so, it's just a micro switch. It's to make toy gun. I was like, no.
Make toy gun go burr.
I was like, I'm actually making it go bip, not burr.
Yeah.
Burr, they already go burr. I'm making them go bip, 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 bip.
If anything, I'm taking it down a notch.
If anything, I'm making it more safe.
Yeah.
In the streets, they call...
I'm bleeping this whole section now.
Damn it. Anyways.
From the top, line... No. So, she's like, we're doing an investigation. And I don't think we...
Nope.
Can talk about
we cannot. No, we
literally cannot.
We literally cannot talk about it.
But there was an investigation going on, and
still is.
Yep, and they had questions, and I was trying to be as helpful as I could. But it's just funny. And then I told you guys afterwards, I was like, bro, so a fucking FBI agent showed up, and I basically told you the story verbatim.
Yeah. So then we're sitting down today,
getting ready for the podcast. We would have already been filming.
Moments.
Anthony was on the phone.
Yeah, basically, just wait on Anthony to get off the phone. And I look, and it's just like Anthony said, it's not uncommon for like
Moms.
people to come or whatever. Like, and so I look, and there's 2 females at the door, and they're like coming in, and I didn't want to be like, no, we're closed. So I was gonna wait till they opened the door and just be like, hey, we're closed today, whatever. And they looked up, and I think I said, can I help you or whatever?
So you said hello, and I was standing behind you, and I said, what can we do for you?
Yeah.
And so when they pulled out the badges, and
I was like, ah.
and Dave just turns around and yells. He's like, Anthony, your feds are here.
Yeah.
The way they actually entered was like this: FBI, open up!
Yeah.
And then there was a whole team. There's a hole in the ceiling right now.
They were super cool.
Yeah.
And they're still working on the same investigation, but they were super cool, and almost got them to sit down for the podcast. Almost.
Again, if they come back while we're filming the podcast, I can blur their faces and I can change their voices. It is physically possible to do that.
It's a
We're doing it. Like in those murder documentaries where
Yeah, I could do that.
they're like Kingpin, and there's like his face is blacked out, and his voice is all deep, and he's just like, "This is my problem solver." He's like, "It's like so the boss took that as disrespect."
I kind of enjoy messing with law enforcement anyway.
Yeah.
Because I know that
Sometimes it's fun.
They have to walk a line, and so, but I also know that people are people and they're going to laugh at shit, right? And so, we were constantly throwing out sarcasm and like terminology that we use that when you laughed at the build 100 bridges.
Yeah.
And I was like, say the rest.
Yeah.
It's really hard to tiptoe around like the jokes they would have gotten without like saying more than we can say.
Yeah, because we made a lot of jokes. Like in any other context would have been like, "You're a terrorist."
I made a joke about them shooting my dog.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah,
shot
we
my
did
dog.
do that. Yeah.
Yeah, no, they were cool. And what so the first interaction I had with,
There was a killdozer joke in there too.
Yep.
well, no, I did. I don't want to talk about the details of why they were here, but I did bring up Killdozer, and I was like, what do you guys think of that guy? Like, what do you think? Was there ever a psych evaluation on him? But anywhoosie, when she had first come, where it was just me, and I was answering questions, and we were talking about that situation, I was like explaining airsoft. Like I was about to go down the whole, it's like paintball, right? But
Yeah.
she cut me off and she's like, stop. She's like, I know what airsoft is. It's cool. You don't have to explain it to me. I'm like, okay, cool. And she had a career where she knows exactly what airsoft is. And it was cool because they weren't just like, fucking FBI, open up. And
No, they were chill.
yeah.
I kept kind of inferring that they all had like dossiers on all 3 of us.
Yeah.
Like every time Anthony would say something, I was like, yeah, but you already knew that, right? Like,
Oh yeah, when the killdozer joke came up, and I was like, somebody said like, oh, it was in Connecticut. I'm like, no, it had to be further west. And I was Googling it. I almost looked over and was like, now I'm on a watch list for Googling this.
oh, we're all. And then even she was like, that's why he's on the list, and pointed to Anthony. I was like, we're all on that list. Let's be real.
Wet list. There's no list. Stop talking about this list.
Good people though. Good people.
Yeah.
Again, they were chill.
Yeah. Turns out.
Do I have to bleep that?
Yeah, you might have to bleep that.
It's like, yeah, we're with the FBI. Here's my wallet and identification. Here's my wallet.
Like, there's a very real chance that one of us could have been fucking with a gun. Like I routinely like aim in on shit, the dummy or whatever. Like,
Yeah.
So, but I mean,
This could have been sitting on the table. It wasn't yet.
oh yeah, they would have been fine with it though. Like, haha,
Surprise.
surprise, got bags. No, but they were very cool. And what they're investigating is very serious. But
Somehow we fall into it.
dude, that's like the third. Well, it's the second, not federal agency, but like counterterrorism agency that has been here, dude. Ay, ay, ay.
All right. I don't like lying to the audience. They were part of Team America.
Yeah.
World Police, they were recruiting. And they've seen the skits and they think that we're all fine actors.
Gary?
Gary?
No, they just want Anthony to show up and play the dick character.
And it was
God damn it.
It was not a female agent. It was an old guy in a limousine. And he was like, get in my limousine.
He had a Hugh Hefner robe, and his name was
Anthony.
Jeffrey.
Suck
was
my cock.
He's like, remember the first time we met, Gary? And you thought I was a perverted old man that wanted you to do sex acts in the back of my limousine? Yeah. I know how we can prove how devoted you are to the team. It's like, oh, there has to be another way. No, Gary. This is the eye of the needle. God damn it, Gary. That's some fine acting.
This is the eye of the needle.
That movie was fucking hilarious.
Only the strong pass through.
Yeah, but they were like, we need a particular set of skills for the mission to save the world.
Fuck.
You need to act.
All right. What was the last thing
You
on
have
the
to, you have to
fucking
go to
list?
the UK and save America in the UK.
Oh, should we talk about the fact that Captain America gave us, or Captain America, fuck you. Captain Airsoft gave us a shout out.
No. You're thinking of Captain Crunch.
Yeah.
Captain Crunch is going to be my name for Blood Diamond.
There you go.
Oh, I found my name, Captain Crunch.
There it is. Yeah, I think Rich.
Yeah, so Rich
reached
sent a
out to him.
screenshot of it. I didn't see it until last night. Yeah. Where's this? I don't remember. But he had clipped the podcast and posted it on his Instagram story and then gave us a shout out. But by the time I'd seen it, it had been over 24 hours. So I don't know which section he cut out and posted.
I'm sure it's Rich going, "Wah!" You know.
I don't know. But it was cool. That was something fun to see because much like one of my friends said, you guys keep somehow making connections with people overseas.
Hey, American airsofters don't consume American airsoft content.
I'm gonna be real. The majority of the airsoft content I watch is from the UK.
There you go.
Look,
Yeah.
we're just skipping BBs across the pond.
That was a good joke.
That was
a clean joke.
That was actually so lame.
That was a good joke.
We're just skipping BB. Get it? Because we play Airsoft and everything.
Oh, God. Captain Airsoft, thanks
Yeah.
for the
Yeah.
shout out.
Yeah.
Your video was very good. We enjoyed it.
I enjoy his content.
Come to Zulu, play Airsoft, be on the podcast. He's gonna ride his bike here. He's gonna ride his bike across the Atlantic.
I think that might have been the section that he cut out because it shows me what he reposted. He did it 3 times. All of them are. At least I can see it's Rich and I. But I think this was
Yeah.
the episode that we were talking about when I saw him ride a bike to play Airsoft. That was his L85 video. Still a great video.
2 hills both ways. Now he made a comment about that too. He was like 2 hills.
Yeah.
He's like, back in my day. The best part, like, I didn't find out that he reached out to us from you.
We found out from Rich.
From Richie's screenshot of him begging and pleading Captain Airsoft. If you know anybody with the VFC gas blowback M249, please, for the love of God, viewers, if you know anybody who's selling a VFC gas blowback M249, please just fucking sell it to Rich for double the price. Just,
Which I
Yeah.
told Richie because I want one too, especially after the Captain Airsoft video. I think I figured out the best way to do it, and you'll probably enjoy this. So what I said I wanted to make, they actually released. It is a big green box mag, and Richie was talking about this last time he was here, that takes 2 75-gram CO2 cartridges. It's not 88 grams. Because what VFC did was they essentially made like a regulator block that you screw the 2 into, and then it's got a gauge on it, and then that runs an HPA line to the mag well. But because VFC designed the 249 to take gas mags into the side of the gun and then run the cassette tapes for the BBs in the top, it's kind of shitty. I was watching another video where someone bought 2 of the green box mags and the fucking HPA line just broke in half while he was trying to install it, like right in the piece that goes into the mag well, because it's essentially just the top of an M4 mag and then an HPA line that goes to the CO2. That just like broke off and just pissed all the CO2 out everywhere. And that got me thinking. I was like, wait. This could be way easier, because he bought 2, so he had a second one and he got it to work correctly. And I'm going, if you broke that sitting at your desk, try to do that in the middle of a game and not break it.
Right.
Yeah, it's not going to work. Or what I've seen people do, and I think Josh did it when he had one, you can cut that M4 magwell adapter off the side and just put an HPA fitting right there. So get a small nutsack mag,
Bull Gear makes a mag for
Right, but the Bull
for
Gear,
that with UHPA tapping it,
right,
the gun directly.
right. So with that, that's so that you can feed BBs from the box mag up to the cassette tape. I'm talking about a way to do it where you're still running the cassette, so you're doing 150 BBs, flip the top cover open, change it out, close it, rack it, like as milsim as possible. Get a nutsack mag. You can even buy a real one because they'll fit. Put a Polar Star micro reg in there. Polar Star micro reg can run CO2. You can put a 33 or an 88 gram CO2 onto that regulator and just have that, because then the fitting is just a quick disconnect right there. Change the box mag, put it on, put a new one on.
So the box mag is not for ammo.
The box mag is only for the air source, because you can do it gas mags in the side of the gun. You can HPA tap the whole fucking thing, or you can run these CO2 box mags. But if you were to take an 88 gram CO2, shove it in a box mag with a tiny regulator, call Amped and have them make like a 4-inch HPA line, you just right into the side of the gun. And then every 150 BBs, you got to flip the top cover open, change the cassette, close it. Because in that video I was watching, he did a test with only one of those 70 gram CO2s, and he got 600 shots.
I'm so sad that they made the cassette tape 150.
Most of the users only end up putting 100 to 120, because if you load it all the way to 150, it causes it to jam.
It should be 200. Just for realism's sake.
I don't know if
It should be
because of
200.
the size that's there,
It probably
if you
is,
could
yeah.
fit 200.
I
Be
want
like another coil or whatever.
I want to explore.
Because I've never fucked up
Belt
real
fed.
249.
I want to explore the viability of a dummy belt that aesthetically on the outer layer looks like a dummy belt, but on the inside it's some type of flexible mid cap mag.
To feed BBs.
I wonder what the viability of that would be.
I think an actual belt fed mechanically would be easier.
No, it's a mid cap that looks like a belt. So
No.
you
I'm
change
talking
the
about.
belt.
I'm talking about. Think of it like this way, right? So it wouldn't be disintegrating links, right? Because that would be virtually impossible with a 6mm projectile,
Yeah.
right? So it would have to be more like what the Russians use. I don't know what you call it, whatever, right?
Non-disintegrating links.
Yeah. But now think about a gas blowback. What happens? You've got the reciprocation of the fucking bull. And then the way it feeds mechanically is there's a track in the feed tray.
So that's kind of how the VFC is right now,
Right.
just without
We're very
the belt.
close, right?
Because when you flip open the VFC 249, it looks real close.
Sure. But what I'm saying is, like, why don't we have belt feds that are belt fed, that actually have the belt that go through, because the reciprocation of the bolt is hitting the track. The track is moving the next round into the chamber and then closing forward. Like there's a way that this could be done. I mean, fuck, look at any real machine gun. That's how you do it, because it's all gas blowback anyway.
Right, but what you said in the beginning, the whole link part, it's picking up that round, putting it into a chamber. Now, is it picking...
We do that every day with a gas gun.
No, but I'm saying there, when you're, in my head, when you're saying a truly belt-fed,
Yeah.
does it look like casings?
It doesn't have to.
Yeah, because that's what I'm getting at. Because, like, this could theoretically be done in kind of what Anthony's saying.
It probably wouldn't look like.
Yeah, because if you're going to do it, yeah, but it would have to. It would look better if it was.
Yes, but I would not want the look to get in the way of the function.
Yeah, because right now, how it's done, I think that's the best way to do it with what's available currently on the retail market, not some $1 million blank check fucking custom item. Because even in the Captain Airsoft video, he's doing it the in-between. He's got it HPA tapped, but he's just running a big belt of fake 5.56 off the side of the gun.
Yeah.
And every time he has to reload, he flips it open, changes the cassette out, closes it, re-racks it. Because you can do that. You can have the big fake belt there. And it's not the like 6 rounds you normally see. Like, it's enough to go down to his knee.
Oh, yeah.
It's
No,
kind of cool.
I think it would have to look like a full casing, and that'll hide what actually allows the feeding mechanism to work. So hear me out. Clocks.
I got him thinking.
Egg timers. No, so a gas mag and an M4.
Yep.
That nozzle is going to come. It's got that little spine on the bottom.
Right. So
it picks
comes
the round up and
Yep.
it goes up into the chamber.
through a feed ramp.
Now, this belt would go over the nozzle.
Yep.
So instead, that spine would be above. At the end of the casing is where the BB is to get picked up.
Yep.
And then it's
That's
Gravity.
kind of what I was
and then
thinking.
its ramp into the chamber is the length of that casing. So that way the nozzle is still underneath it. It gets to ride the BB into the chamber. And then the action is going to...
This might be easier if it was some kind of system similar to the TM Saiga 12, where
Yes.
The bolt
Yeah,
carrier is
That-
moving, but the nozzle is not.
I mean, there's a way.
That would probably be the easier. I will also say there's no way it's going to work right the first time. This is
No,
gonna be
no,
so
no. That's
overly
fucking
complicated.
That's something TM will figure it out later on down. I mean,
the thing is,
TM had a jiggling
you'd still want the belt to be the source of ammo because just
Oh, I'm also just
because
calling
that'd be
it
fucking
now.
dope, dude. You're carrying around belts.
and then
Now you can have-
it's for the manual of arms.
Well, not only that, you
for
could
the reload.
you could buy real fucking nutsacks and feed the ammo through the nutsacks, and now it's actually in the nutsack.
Yeah, when
right?
I was looking at it, I was like, well, this whole box mag idea, because it was on one hand, how do you keep it so it's still gas gun night legal? Well, it can't be HPA'd. It can run on CO2. Okay, what do we got? Fucking damn it. Yeah.
Or do you not have? There's no doors on his Jeep.
The weather's tricky around these parts.
So with that, good night.
No, I think it'd be super cool. Wow, it is raining. I think it'd be super cool to have an actual belt fed, and then once that technology had been invented, that opens the doors for every machine gun class or whatever to have belt fed. Is that thunder?
Should we help Jordan?
My windows are down too. And then there was one.
Mike, is your trunk open?
Now we gotta wait 30 minutes before we can film the podcast. All right, let's wrap this baby up. Cause I got Connex box door still wide open. I got my gun here and my laptop here.
Reddit chrono rules. Buy our merch. Put in your size. Your grandma will put you back in the will.
I'm frozen, man. I'm frozen.
Zulu 24 clip of the month. Like, comment, and subscribe. Do it. Your grandmother might put you in the will.
This is just like B-roll.
Put in your size. So the forecast actually says raining until you put in your size. Go buy our merch. Go buy our merch.
Oh.
Patreon, Dave just doesn't know how to use it yet, but
Whoa.
the account.
Whoa, it's haunted episode. Turn out the lights. Let's get the ghost hunting gear.
Oh, we should do that for the Halloween episode.
Halloween.
It's nighttime.
We're filming. We can't see anything, but the camera's all in night vision, so it's just us like this. Hi, everybody. Welcome. You see like the reflection off of our fucking eyes. All right. Well, that was
I'm
speaking.
dripping.
Speaking of rain, this one snuck up on me.
So
It wasn't supposed to rain today.
I'm gonna pitch this idea. I really want to do it. The Zulu 24 Friday forecast as a segment on the podcast, where every time we do like a break and we do our little ad read things or whatever, there's a segment for the weather, and we do the whole like right, and it shows Dave in front of the green screen, the meteorologist. You say that you're a geologist instead of meteorologist. You're like, all right, so now and then every time he does the weather, he always predicts beautiful weather because these episodes come out on Friday. By the time you're watching,
Yeah, but we
this,
filmed them on Monday, so like.
Yeah, by the time you're watching this,
That was a good one.
Bum bum bum.
And this means I'm just driving home in it because this is going to go until 6:30.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
Fuck.
you can't drive with the cover over your whole Jeep.
No, but I can drive with the roof on.
Why don't you just cut like 2 holes for your eyes in the fabric in front of your windshield and just look through that?
Because it'll look like a KKK guy driving down the fucking road. They're like, damn, that dude's real racist. His whole Jeep got a KKK hood on. Oh, dude. I don't think I No, that's good.
I think we got
I hear
electrocuted.
he just got fucking shocked.
I think we got electrocuted. Holy shit. My ears fucked. And this is preset.
Bro. Ow.
Whoa.
Did you get fucking hit?
I got zapped.
Holy
Didn't hurt that bad, though.
If all three of you just had heart attacks from that, I could not help you.
Oh, the cameras are still filming.
Holy fuck, I'm pretty sure I blacked out, bro.
You blacked out? Holy shit. We got struck by lightning. Did we get struck by lightning?
I think I just got struck by
Guys, we
lightning.
gotta go get lottery tickets right now. We gotta get lottery tickets.
How's my ear look fucked up?
It looks swollen.
Dude,
Your ear looks swollen. You got hit pretty bad. Mine's not that bad.
that was so strange.
I think you took a brunt of the shock because you're bigger than me.
Maybe.
You're more.
Bro, that was so strange.
You're more insulated.
We're like mid-conversation, and I feel like I shut the fuck off.
I heard it.
And then we all were like this, and I was like, what the fuck just happened?
I didn't black out. I just I felt the zap in my ear, and I felt the zap and acknowledged that you guys felt it too.
Oh my god.
I thought I got shot by a BB. That's what it felt like.
It felt like I got punched inside.
Yeah, dude.
It felt like I got. Which ear got you?
All three of you guys.
Where's your left ear? Where's your left ear? Your ear looks a little swollen too. I didn't get hit that bad. No, you guys were wet. You guys are more wet than I am. I mean, I got shot too, but
Dude,
That was wild.
That reset the board though.
did we lose everything?
We lost the last 30 minutes.
What was the last 30 minutes?
Are these
So we're recording.
Last 30 minutes was after the break?
Yeah, I don't want to put those fucking headphones on again. Fuck you. I just got electroshock therapy, man.
So wait, how do we use us getting electrocution? That has to be in the.
So look.
I don't fucking know.
Holy shit.
I heard that shit. Like, you know how like you shock somebody when you rub your feet on the carpet? I heard that right before the actual lightning hit.
Really?
Yeah, like all three of you just got
That
friends
was
right.
the wildest fucking experience I've ever had.
I
I'm
shot
not
this
kidding.
vinyl floor.
Do you want to be featured on the Zulu 24 podcast? Shoot us an email at zulu24podcast@gmail.com to get a homemade ad read by me, yours truly, Anthony, and have your company or product plugged to the most elite concentrated target consumer base that exists in all of Airsoft, which is you guys, the viewers.
You know, yeah. It's like Marv in Home Alone 2, where he like touches the washing machine or whatever. He's like,
And I'm going to call it now. If in the next 5 minutes she opens her phone, my girlfriend will see the same video, and she will probably immediately call freaking out, even though I said don't freak out.
yeah.
Put it on speaker. If she does.
Oh yeah. What am I hearing?
You're hearing Anthony's phone.
Oh, Anthony, we're not even done yet. Come on, save the memes, or work faster. I don't know. One of the two. Boom.
Which also means we get the funny short of me running, like looking, going, holy fuck, running out to go cover my Jeep, coming back in soaking wet, us getting electrocuted.
I think it's safe to say that that's going in the intro.
Yeah. So we just got a little bit of lightning, just a light dabble of lightning.
The intro is like normal. It's the music, and then we're talking, and then at the zap, it just blacks out. Hi, everybody. Welcome to another episode.
Dude. Yeah. So
We should have changed seats.
yeah. Right. Yeah. My shirt's burned and like half off. Like,
Quick, Mike, light yourself on fire.
I'm buying a lottery ticket on my way home today.
I'm in agreement.
I'm just gonna make it home safely because that's the most fucked up shit ever. So growing up in Florida, right, lightning capital of the U.S.
Richie should have been here.
Richie should have been here.
Doesn't believe in lightning.
Ah, darn it!
Richie should have been here.
Dude, could you imagine?
We have it on video.
So they always said like my aunt. I don't know if my mom ever said, but I remember my aunt specifically. She was just like, "Hey, when there's a lightning storm, don't take a shower."
My mom says the same thing.
Right?
She doesn't do laundry. She doesn't take a shower.
Right?
Yeah.
I thought it was total bullshit.
I also agree.
I now think that there might be something to that because we are inside and that lightning struck and all of us got some.
All of us got some.
I think Jordan and I are wet from being outside, so I think we got a little bit more. Anthony got a little tickle.
So you were a home inspector. You've done work on houses.
Yep.
Stop.
I hear it. Now we've got crazy electrical phenomena. Maybe it is haunted. Oh, camera.
So you've been a home inspector. You've done work on houses. So you know that every building has like a grounding rod, or at
Ground
least
rod,
it
yep.
should. And the
Should,
ground
yeah.
rod outside is there to be like the path of least resistance for a fucking lightning bolt so that it doesn't strike the house, right?
No,
I think we
so
have
that,
like 80 grounding rods out there.
so that when it strikes the house, it goes down to the earth.
Right.
It's got a path, you know, from the electrical system to outside.
The ground rod for this building, at least I think it is, it's right on the outside wall of my shop.
Potentially.
And it is like bent like this. So if that's the ground rod,
no.
maybe
Well,
it's not.
is it even attached? Because it's supposed to be attached to something, not just in the ground.
There was like a wire on it
You're fine.
at some point.
I think everything went through us and probably went fucking out. I don't know. This building is sus, to say the least.
Are we going to get superpowers? You're going to become the Marvel movies you hate, Dave. This is your life.
Oh, God.
Which is actually the perfect character for a movie like that. Like, I don't believe in superheroes. It's stupid. It's not real. And then they have lightning abilities.
Yeah, lightning ball. Lightning ball. Lightning ball. Yeah. Check these out. I got bit by a radioactive lightning.
Electric.
Dude. Yeah, we thought we lost basically the last half hour. Turns out we are golden.
After being electrocuted from the ears, I can confirm I am no longer.
I still have to bleep that.
Yeah.
But I did just Google getting shocked in my house when lightning strikes, and it says this is an electricity is traveling through your home's wiring, plumbing, or metal framework due to bad grounding. See, the lightning didn't get rid of my speech impediment.
Yep.
Bad grounding, conductive paths, or side flashing. High voltage can jump or arc through the air from nearby wiring or metal framing straight to you or an ungrounded object. In the immediate aftermath, stop touching utilities, stay off electronics, avoid concrete.
Yeah. Avoid concrete.
Yeah. Do not lean against, stand on, or near concrete walls. Or stand on uncarpeted concrete floors.
Oh, we're
as
carpeted.
concrete often contains
Is this carpet?
often contains reinforcing metal mesh that carries current.
And concrete's also water wicking.
Yeah. So
Well, that was fun.
I want to sell all my guns and just get gas guns.
what? Camera's off. Thank you.
10 out of 10 would not ride again, the lightning. And we got a kiss by it.
It wasn't that bad for me.
Brother, my ear, I thought my ear, it felt like...
Did you have an hour-long trip in that split second you were
No, I
electrocuted?
didn't. Yeah, my brain shut off. My brain absolutely shut off for that second. But it hurt. Like, I don't know how to describe it. It was painful, right? Like my ear, just a very specific spot of my ear,
Yeah.
was like on fire, and it fucking hurt.
It felt like I got shot in the ear. It felt like I got shot in the ear with an airsoft gun. But then I was like, did Mike ND or something? But then I was like, wait, that makes no sense.
Yeah.
I'm wearing headphones. How would a BB?
Yeah.
And like I processed all this within that split second and noticed you guys all jumped too. And I'm like, the fuck's going on? And then we're just taking our headphones off and be like, all right.
Yeah, right. It's like every movie you see with electroshock therapy. They put the two things right in their temples, and it's like basically the same thing.
Yeah. And then I was like, well, you know what? We probably got electrocuted because that would make a lot of sense.
Yeah, we did.
These headphones are plugged into that board, which is plugged into one of the outlets, which if it's not properly grounded,
We'll get some. But we are all now lightning strike survivors. I mean, I'm not going to try to, milk that for all it's worth, but I do,
No, it's going to be a YouTube short, though.
by a fine line of technicality. I'm just saying. I'm a survivor.
we are. And we actually, in addition to the Patreon, we're going to make a GoFundMe just to raise funds for our cause. We were electrocuted. We really want you to feel bad for us. We'll be passing the basket around, and anything is appreciated. Thank you.
Also, you can't say electrocuted. It's more dramatic to say struck by lightning.
Yeah.
We were struck by lightning. But were we struck by lightning?
The lightning happened and our fucking heads got fried.
We weren't struck by lightning.
We were struck by the effects of lightning.
We were electrocuted.
We are the
Due to a
assistant
short.
to the district manager.
Assistant to the regional manager.
Regional manager we are the assistant to people who have actually been struck by lightning.
Or deputy park ranger on the weekends.
Yeah. I don't know. That fucking hurt. Would not do again.
That was literally riding the lightning. No, thank you.
Yeah, I'm good. Thanks. Also have different opinions about the electric chair now.
That was AC current.
I don't know. That was pretty quick.
Actually, wait, the electric chairs use AC current or DC current? I think with DC current, they ended up like cooking the person.
I don't really care, to be honest
Couldn't
with you.
tell you.
And then
New fear unlocked. Stop.
Yeah, right. So just like during open play when there's lightning, we have to take 30 minutes from the last lightning strike. I think now for the podcast,
Yeah, I
30,
guess.
30 minutes past a lightning strike, then we'll put the headphones back on so our brains don't get fucking fried. All right. Interesting episode, gentlemen.
I'll tell you what.
Bob would give us some holistic stuff about how we're now better grounded.
Hey, I'll take it.
Maybe we shouldn't have talked about the FBI.
or it was because we were talking about Captain Airsoft. Who knows?
We're sorry.
I mean, he does sound like a superhero. Captain Airsoft.
His videos are so good.
All right. I think it's time to land this ship. We'll talk about thermals and night vision when Richie's back on. Keep your heads down, gentlemen. That lightning, don't fuck around.
Kiss your loved ones.
Yeah.
You don't know when it'll be the last time you see them.
Real fact.
And with that, good night. God bless. We're out.
Download the app.
Fuck.